Thank you very much. Let's not forget the man in the studio at Happy FM. That's you, Ian Wright. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Live around the radio station that is the incredible Happy FM, live on the 90.1 FM dial. We've just seen a demolishing of Encounter Bay in the reserves. The Kangaroos on top. They won by 15 goals. Today we're here to watch the A-grade clash, a very, very important game of football. Whoever wins this one goes to take on the McLaren district side in the prelim. We've got Encounter Bay versus Myponga Sellicks, and you've got to ask yourself the question, the damage that happened to Encounter Bay last week. They got demoralised by McLaren's, and conversely, Myponga, they would be cock-a-hoop, ready to go, chock full of the confidence pills. They're going to be, they're coming in here as favourites to this game, and unbelievably, round 9, round 18 during the regular season, Encounter Bay beat them on both occasions. So a lot to play for here. Most people have picked Myponga Mudlarks. I go to a man who I want his tip right away. This bloke here, Chris, shotgun, shut up, mate. Your thoughts?
Myponga. Good afternoon, Steve G. Good afternoon, YouTubers, and good afternoon, listeners on 90.1 on the FM band. Well, yeah, I do think Myponga on paper. I was about to run the eye over a bit of analysis on these teams, and it's they just shine a bit more from the back line all the way through to the forward line, and I do have this concern. That round 17 and 18 were joint killing rounds for the Encounter Bay Footy Club.
Yep.
And have they played their finals in round 17 and 18?
You've said that previously, and it's like a grand final for them. It's incredible. Those last games of footy, yeah, they really did shine. Coach Wade Foggo's done a great job with his young team, and really they couldn't have done it any better. A lot of people didn't even think they'd make the finals, but they got a double chance. Myponga Sellicks, they are desperate to get a chance to get that home grand final. It's going to be there, played at Myponga's home ground. So a lot of physicality with this green and gold side. The Mudlarks up against the Eagles. They're running out on the ground now, and we've just got a tight shot there of the umpires. Who have we got umpiring today there, Chris?
There's 8 of them.
8?
There's a team of 8.
Why don't we get some more in there? Why don't we get a dozen?
Well, we've got to start with the field umpires. Josh Clayton, Josh Niederer and Toby Medlin. Boundary, Matt Grivell, Jared Sugars and Drew Reynolds.
Yeah.
I also spoke to goal umpires Darren Hinks and Jono White. I said to Jono, what's your nickname, Jono?
Yeah.
He said, just Jono.
Just Jono.
Just Jono.
That makes sense.
Now he's brother of Darren White.
Oh yeah, Whitey. The two Whites.
Yeah, that's his. I didn't know if they're older or younger.
Right.
But Jono White has done 69 SANFL games.
Yep.
On his CV. Toby Medlin, 246 SANFL games, including 4 grand finals and 2 AFLW games. So we're in a lot of experience there. We're in good hands.
A lot of experience. And I was having a chat to the Josh Clayton. Look, they're just shaking their hands here. They're going in for the... Crispin's doing the duties.
Co-captain duties.
Yeah, Tyler Baldock's in there. Ogilvie. So just the Ogilvie there. Going to do tossing the coin. That's umpire Niederer. Josh Niederer tosses the coin. And looks like Ogilvie, is it? Crikey. No one really pointed. Oh yeah, Baldock points to the end that is favouring us slightly towards the southern end. A bit of a light breeze going there to the right of screen. So the Eagles will be kicking with the wind. And it is a bit of wintry, blustery conditions. Cold out here today, Chris?
Well, just in the last half an hour, a little bit of a shower's come through. But have a look at the oval. That's in tip-top condition.
Yes.
Props to the curator, and they've even managed to get some stripes into it. If you look down this this wing here,
Looks a bit like Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, pigeon pair. Now, just back to the umpires. A little bit of irony here. Toby Medlin, we've previously seen him and noted how youthful Toby looks. but he's probably one of the more experienced ones at 246. So in that context, we'll still call him the grasshopper.
Yes, of course.
But there's a backstory to how that come about.
Yeah, how did it come about?
He's gone to the master, Simon Tomo Thompson, at umpire training one night, and said, when will I be ready? And Tomo's immediately sprung out an outstretched palm with a whistle on it and said, as fast as you can, snatch the whistle from my hand. And the rest is history.
Yes. That's lovely stuff. Well, he's green, he's small, and Toby Medlin, he's a hell of a nice bloke. We had a chat to him earlier, and like you said, experienced.
Very experienced.
And I like to see an umpire with glasses on too, because everyone says, have you been to Specsavers lately, mate? Every time there's a decision.
As we were talking to him, he was looking out at the rain, and he said, not good for the when you don't have the windscreen wipers on. But luckily the rain's gone away. But a man with over 250 sample in AFLW games, he's not going to let that get in his way. And
I must bring up this point. Halftime hub today, we've got none other than two whistles. Brett Nottage going to be got an interview with him at halftime. So insights into umpiring. There's no better man to describe exactly what's going on there. So.
And just quickly, for listeners, on your point about the grand final being locked in to be played at Myponga, that's because the GSFL, that's how they schedule it. It goes around the 10 clubs of the year, so it's already predetermined that the grand final will be played at Myponga, whether they're in it or not. But, they'd like to be in it, wouldn't they? Yeah,
they would, mate, absolutely. Home grand final for them. They've got to get through this game, get through to the prelim. Who will win this game? It's the Bays versus the Mudlarks. The ball up now in the centre. Umpire Nera balls it up. Look at that. Wilkins gets in our blind team. Gets a handball away under pressure. The Mudlarks dishes one out. Sampson bangs it onto the boot in the forward 50. Looking for Hines. Over the bounces. Johnny Butcher bounces off his chest. Which way will it turn? Hines, snap for goal, it's through! Great goal to the Mudlarks, first blood to them.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Johnny Butcher today too. He is the X-Factor man.
And down there at the forward line for the Encounter Bay team, you've got Kyron Pepper, who's the X-Factor. Ball up now, taken out there. Bay's trying to get it, wrapped into a tackle.
And that's Levi Proud. He's wrapped up by the Bay's player and umpire Toby Medlin to ball it up again. So Tonkin wins the tap. How often do we say that? Slapped forward there by Cohen Pettit, and it's down to the half forward flank area for Encounter Bay. They're paddling it along the ground, getting some purchase and some real estate here. It's down to the full forward square. Ooh. And there's action aplenty going on down there. I think that's Ogilvy bringing it out from the pocket.
Kick out by the Mudlarks, trying to get a mark in there was Callum Tonkin. Hard, tough. Fighting for it there was Levi Proud. It's going to be a ball up. They're just near the forward 50 for the Bays side. Umpire Medlin balls it up. Tapped out by Tonkin. Wrapped into a tackle was Marcus Lippert. And it's going to be a ball up.
So Umpire Medlin, a.k.a. Grasshopper to some. That was Mr. Reliable. Bulldog wins the tap for Encounter Bay. Ball's hit the deck. Players are scrambling after it. Mitch Wilkins for Myponga's grabbed it. He's been wrapped up by the Encounter Bay player in Cohen Pettit. He's been active early. And ball up again.
On the ground, Luke Whitford gets a tap scooped out of there. Bulldog tries to get a half a handball. They go in hard, gamble. Now it's Tyler Bulldog. Jack Crispin's battling in there on the ground, gets a handball. Lippert, handball out now. That was Fife, bangs it onto his boot, but it's cut off there by the ever reliable Ogilvy in defence for the Mudlarks.
Yeah, he's done that a few times this season and in his career, no doubt. So he spears a pass out to the centre half back line for Myponga. Myponga, teammate, couldn't complete the mark. It spills free, picked up by Lippert. Lippert sends it down. A full forward. There's a big leap from the back of the pack. Unable to complete the mark, that player, and it's come out to the 50-metre line, and that's Harrison Cock.
Cock now switches the play, got a bit of a free running play here. The Mudlarks, Cooper around the corner over to the silky skills of Mitch Wilkins. Handballs it back to Ryan Kelly. Kelly now, short pass, moving the ball well, the Mudlarks. Wilkins looking for a lead up forward. Where's he got? Centre wing out of side, chips into the centre of the ground. I've got a free play on there, big boy Whitford. Whitford over to Kennedy. Oh, lovely spoiling effort there by Fife. Andy Fife for the Eagles. Harrison Cock now in for the Mudlarks. Dummies a handball, kicks around the corner. It's the Bays back here. Eli Horrocks trying hard, gets tackled. And over the boundary line they go. Players getting rough and tough right near the coach's box. Going to be a boundary throw-in.
Just got the glasses on Ben Kennedy. He felt that bump, Andrew Fife, and he's taken a few seconds to compose himself, but he's upright and back into play now. So ball's been thrown up. It's hit the deck. It's over to Tate Walker for the Bays. He dishes off to Callum Pettit. That's his third involvement so far early this quarter. And then we've got James Bradford chasing after the ball in the forward flank area for Encounter Bay. Scoreboard side of the ground. He's been awarded a free.
Tackled without possession.
So he'll go back and take his free kick.
Bradford now trying to get into that forward 50 for the Eagles. Undecided. Lovely smother there by just kicked into the man on the mark. Cooper tried his hardest. His hands and knees on the ground. Up by Madeline goes in to ball this one up. So
Grasshopper sprints over there.
Yep.
That's how he gets across the ground.
Just jumps in there. Luke Whitford taps it out.
Pettit again.
Steals this one. Over his head there. Jack Crispin, was he tackled without possession? No, says the umpire. Good umpiring, letting it go. And it's going to be another ball up.
Tell you what, Callum Pettit's come to play.
Yeah, he's like a wild man there. I like the look of him. Rough and tough.
Yep. Whitford wins the tap, but only goes as far as, I reckon that's Neil. Who's got it on the boundary line, and umpire Medlin has to ball it up again, and the Rucks do battle, and Tonkin wins it for Encounter Bay. Over to Pettit, he sprints away with it, sprints through the 50, sends it to the top of the full forward square, and that's soccer off the ground.
He's got it!
Oh, it's a point.
I think you'll find he's going to bring this one back, is he? He's calling all clear.
It was Tyson Neal.
Yeah, he got it. He's called it back. Free kick for holding the man. Good umpiring. He had him before. Acceptances there. And Neal will get a free kick right in the middle of the goals. Have no problems with this one. Encounter Bay will get a goal here. And that will take them to 1-1. They will get the lead. So right in front. No distance virtually on the line. Tyson Neal for the Eagles, no problems, gets a goal. The Eagles, 1-1, plays Myponga.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
And interesting to note, like you were talking, Ben Kennedy, he's in the back lines. He's uncharacteristically, where have you got him? Oh no, sorry, he's in the middle now. Up they go. Whitford versus Tonkin. Lovely tap there by Tonkin. Absolute athlete is Callum Tonkin. He's the best ruckman in the league. He can tap him from anywhere, this young bloke. Whitford's got his work cut out for him. Again, Tonkin over to Lippert. Myponga, though, they're trying to battle it out of there. Wrapped up into a tackle. Kelly holds back Horrocks for the Eagles. That ball's going nowhere. Another ball up.
So still in the centre circle, and Umpy throws it up, and Tonkin gets his hand to it first and then roves it on the ground with it. Mitch Wilkins trying to pinch it off him, and back to the umpire. We had Ben Kennedy in the ground as well, trying to feed it out to a teammate. So umpire balls it up again, still at centre circle. Double fisted tap by Tonkin to his team's advantage, and out to Tate Walker. Tate Walker by foot. Down
good grab.
Lovely one-handed by Griffin Clark from Encounter Bay.
Yeah, short pass is on. Couldn't find a player though. Ball bounces, in they go. The green and gold over the top of it, and pushing the back. Free kick to the Mudlarks. Ryan Kelly's got it. Centre half back position. Kicks it down to the centre wing. Looking for Shillaby over that player's head. Spinks now. Oh, little look away handball. Back into traffic. Hard, tough tackle. Holding the ball. Ogilvie gets one on Andy Fife. Looking to drive his team towards a forward 50. What's he got on offer? Lots of players ahead of him. He's going to pop it up into a contest. Oh, Hines gets free. Gets his hands out there. Free run of the ball. Was he tackled without possession? Play on. No, it's called a throw. So the Bays get a free kick here.
Yeah, umpire Medlin had good optics on that one.
And there's your mate again, that number 4, Pettit. He's getting a lot of it, Chris.
Pettit's just on fire this quarter. Loving it. So he's at the defensive 50 for Encounter Bay. Goes scoreboard side of the ground, picks out and hits a teammate on the chest. That's Walker. Walker in turn off to Crispin. Crispin again obliges by marking, and he's at centre wing. He sends it down to the forward flank.
Oh, trying great spectacular mark there was Sam Kennedy up against the traffic. It's been rushed over the boundary line, and it's going to be a boundary throw in. So tough game of footy. 1 point the margin. Opening minutes here of the first quarter. Oh, Luke Whitford just bustles out. Tonkin does well, gets a handball back under pressure now. But the Bays moving it through Bradford. Pettit, look, he's had the ball on a string. Bashes it towards the goals. Drifting. Offload, off hands now. Oh, almost. But couldn't get there. It's rushed over the boundary line for a point.
Gee, Sam Kennedy's gone the complete shave on the head this week. So he sends it from the full-back position out to Ryan Kelly, who marks on the chest. Ryan Kelly wheels around, goes for distance, gets it all the way down to the forward flank position from Myponga, and it's out there with one of the Spinks boys. That's Jake, and he sees it over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, cold work in the back of that ute today. That bloke's got his shorts on. He didn't think about this cold weather, did he? No one told him. He's got to listen to his mum and dress properly. Up they go. Ryan Kelly now gets a double-handed tap. Callum Tonkin trying to do a bit of roving work. The Bays fighting in hard. This is a good game of footy. The Bays are here to play today. They match up well on Myponga, and certainly do look to be up for the challenge. Ball up. Big boy Johnny Butcher gets a tap out there. Who's got this one? Oh, Bradford. Stolen now by the Mudlarks. Kelly kicking there, looking for, trying to get Ben Kennedy. Snap towards the goals. Kennedy gets one for the Mudlarks.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Because it was one of the other speakers talked about what a weapon that left leg is.
Yes.
Off Ben Kennedy.
Yeah, and that just showed it there. What a cracker. Ball up now. Tapped over there by Callum Tonkin. Lovely work. Crispin in there leading for the Bays. Head over. Ball. Kelly had plenty of it. So was this man. Kennedy. Ben Kennedy. Lovely pass to Shillaby. Long way from home. Centre wing position. Bobs it up in there looking for Johnny Butcher. Takes it on the chest. John Butcher. He is the danger man as far as the Bays are concerned. He gets plenty of the ball. They're in big trouble. But can he kick the goal?
He needs a big gust of wind to come along.
Well,
he needs adverse
he's well within
difficulty
distance.
to kick his goals.
Yeah, true story. Johnny Butcher lines it up, boots it well to the left, and it's through for the minor score.
He doesn't like set shots in good conditions.
He doesn't like to think about it.
He just likes to chaos and difficulty going on, and then he excels.
If there's time to think about it, he's in trouble. You know, if you're dead set, like 10 metres out, if he's 60 metres out, he's got a good chance to kick it.
He did well, mate, taking that mark though.
Yeah,
That was a
great.
potential hospital job.
Yeah.
But he stood his ground, spread his feet apart, shoulder width, and just said, "I'm having it." So here we go, kick in by Encounter Bay from that point, and we've got Hamish Tonkin chooses to go
shocker!
scoreboard side of the ground. Only got it as far as about 30 metres,
Gee.
and it was intercept marked there by Jaden Hines, who's wearing the familiar headband that he chooses to wear. Probably a good choice on a windy day like today, and he's coming in well within scoring range.
Kick underway by Hines. Wow, he's tugged that well to the left. Hooked it through for the minor score. So the Mudlarks, 2 goals, 2-14 plays the Encounter Bay Eagles, 1 goal, 2.
Yeah.
FPA scoreboard.
I'm not a good football brain, but I'm tipping Hamish Tonkin's going to kick longer than 30 metres this time.
Yeah, I think there's a fair chance of that. He's going along.
He plays on, in fact.
Oh,
So
it's a mongrel punt again!
gets up to 50, chopped off by Jack O'Hanlon for probably at about the 49 metre mark. Now to take a big kick to goal it from here, he's walking back like he's going to size up, shape up for goal.
Bit of
And
space
those
in the forward line.
bright pink fluorescent boots. But gee, it'll be a big kick to send it home from here. He's had a crack.
Oh, it's a beauty! Never a doubt! O'Hanlon gets the goal.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
I think there's a telling stat in here. Thanks to Matchday Data, 15 minutes have gone into this quarter, and time in possession, it's 60-40. So,
That's Encounter Bay to 60.
in Myponga, 60,
Oh,
Encounter
right.
Bay 40. Johnny Butcher gets the tap for the Mudlarks. Ready there was Connor Sampson. Oh, there he goes. Oh, Hanlon, was it?
Cock.
Harrison Cock got tackled. No prior opportunity. It's going to be a ball up.
Good player, Cock.
Yep. Very athletic. Up they go. Johnny Butcher. Or Tonkin, I think, will give that one too. Hines now banked it out of there. The Mudlarks leading for it. Here he goes. Oh, lovely little tap around there. Let's go. Kieran Garrett takes the ball to Crispin. Crispin, lovely hands. Centre of the ground. Kicks it out wide down the ground. Oh, poor kick. Looking for Tyler Baldock. It's a last possession free kick. Going to be taken by the Mudlarks.
So almost on the back flank, but on the boundary. Mudlarks bringing it back in. Player asking for a lead from his teammates, goes for distance, gets it down to almost forward flank. Johnny Butcher presents, works his way to the front of the pack and takes a good mark. Turns around, plays on, sends it down to Shillabeer. Shillabeer on the 25 metre mark, well within scoring distance. Mongrel of an angle, but all right for a right footer.
Geez, he worked him under the ball there. The big frame of this man, the player coach Shillabeer. And a bit of bruise you can see on those flags behind him. He's going to be kicking it. This won't really hurt him, this. So, kick underway. Oh, I just tugged it to the left. So, let off there.
Someone was a bit trigger happy on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
The flashed up goal. Thinking Shillabeer was well within distance there. So, Kieran Garrett with the kick in duties on this occasion, plays on out of the square, goes as long as he can, gets it up to past the 50.
Baldock.
Mr. Reliable, Baldock, takes a mark in a pack of players, contested mark, sends it down to centre wing. Neil leapt for it, but couldn't complete the mark. It's Now a bit of aerial ping pong between players being paddled around. We've got Kennedy, Sam and Ben combining. Ben gets by foot down to almost the 50 for Myponga, intercepted there by Tate Walker.
Oh, good tackle. Holding the ball. Yep, fair enough. And well done to Horrocks. Eli Horrocks. Good player for the Bays. Needs to get plenty of it today if they're going to win this game. It's a 7-point ball game. 3-3 plays 2-2. Kicked by Horrocks. Looking for Callum Toggett. Oh, lovely. This man is a dynamo. Tyler Baldock. Left foot pass. Yes, he's got him. There he is. Ben Davis. A dangerous man here for the Bays. Outside 50. Kicking it in towards the pocket. He's looking for a target up there. Offhands it goes. Front and centre. They're battling for it. Crispin now for the Bays. Handball's back. Kick. Over towards the line. Oh, they're battling in there. The Bays. Oh, just rushed over the boundary. Oh, he's kicked it.
It's a back footer off the heel.
Who kicked that?
I reckon it was...
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
Indeed.
Clever goal. 1 point ball game now.
Umpire Nettie Niederer balls it up, tapped out there. Oh, look at that. Wilkins got tackled. He somehow got out of that. I don't argue. Up they go. Shillaby taps it over the back. He's given away a free kick. Oh, Argy Bargy. The big boys go at it. Look at that. Shillaby is just trying to assert his presence. Short pass. Horrocks now with the ball. Plays on. Kicking out. Handball there to Kieran Garrett. Lovely evasive skills. Short pass. Couldn't get a target. Looking for Baldock. Here go the Mudlarks now. Kicked around there by Hanlon. Who's he got? Ben Kennedy tries for it. Oh, wrapped into a tackle. That was Sampson. I think that might have been Jackson, was it?
Yep,
Jackson.
Geez, Encounter Bay were unlucky not to get a 25 on that mark. But anyway, it's now with, speaking of Sampsons, the other Sampson.
Kennedy. Oh, Kennedy with a pot shot on goal to the near side. Another point. So 3 goals for, 22 plays, 3 goals to 20. Close game here. Anybody's. We've gone 20 minutes, almost 21 minutes gone in this first quarter. Great game of footy. So kick out from full back. Oh, lucks of fortune for the Bays. There's that man, the dangerous Ben Davis with the ball. Weighs his options up. Gonna kick it, centre wing position. Up they go. Tapped there by Callum Tonkin. And it's going to be boundary throwing.
So centre wing on the scoreboard side of the ground. Boundary up to throw it in. It's a nice high throw. And Whitford pushes Tonkin out of the way.
Crab,
the blue swimmer, roves it for Encounter Bay, but he's wrapped up by an opposition player. We have another ball up. Crab grabs it again. He's tackled by 2 Myponga players. Can't break free. Gives it to the field umpire for another stoppage throw up.
Ball up, tapped out of there. Mudlarks leading for it. Eli Horrocks so steals it. Get a little bit of a half a kick. Going in, there's Pettit. Got tackled. Did he? No. Oh, wrestling in there was Kelly. Umpire Medlin comes in and says, oh, that's umpire Niederer. And it's copped one there is Horrocks. Going to be a free kick to him. So Horrocks caught one in the head. He's okay. Centre of the ground, thereabouts, wants to drive it in towards the forward 50. What's he got on offer? A lot of players ahead of him, just kicks it out towards the boundary line. Sharing the ball down now.
Good choice, because there wasn't much on offer. It's pretty congested down there for Encounter Bay. So Walker goes in and it's chopped off by Kennedy, Sam Kennedy this time. And see what I mean? He's shoved down. He was a number 1 or 2 last week, and now I reckon he's gone 0.
Yeah.
So he sends it by foot up to the scoreboard side of the ground, just better than centre wing for the Mudlarks. It's been knocked over the boundary line and we'll have a throw in.
Boundary throwing right in front of that scoreboard. Players go at it. There goes Lippert, couldn't get a handle on it. Ben Kennedy says, I'm coming through, boys. Gets a kick out there. Chopped off by Macrina, or tries to. Can't get there. In there was Willoughby. And going to be a boundary throw-in. No, last possession free kick, was it? And it's going to be taken by Spinks.
He can goal this.
He is a very gifted player, good by foot, notable goal scorer on the boundary line. Now, the breeze is going to be blowing from right to left of screen a bit there. So
I think he's getting some tips from the Kangaroos players there. Hanging out that white ute. They're giving him some advice. Come on, Spinksy.
Not a bad looking attempt, but that breeze has been just shoving it in that left side of the goalpost there. That's where the ball's been going. And there we go. So just offline, through for the minor score. 3 goals, 5-23. Plays 2 goals, 2-14.
So those Kangaroo boys were enjoying that. Given that advice. Ball's kicked back in, up past the 50 metre. It was a good kick in, got plenty of distance. But the Myponga ruckman's jumped all over it. Whitford on the ground with it. And we'll have a ball up on the forward flank, scoreboard side of the ground for Myponga.
Tap out there, Callum Tonkin gets over the top of it, wrapped into a tackle there was Christopher's. That ball's going nowhere. Umpire Clayton says, thank you boys. It'll be mine. Right on the edge of the corner of the square. Whitford, decisive tap there, but it goes straight to Pettit. And we've gone almost 25 minutes into this quarter. Just been close, tight footy. Oh, God, there's been a free kick off the ball going the way of Kempster for the Mudlarks. An opportunity now for the green and gold side. Not much time left in this quarter. Chip out there looking for Shillaby. Was he pushed? Yes, he was. Right onto it there. Umpire Clayton says, picks one out. He's going to be kicking just outside the 50. This man is good enough. Can kick a long way. Shillaby. Oh, big time to get their 4th goal. Can they do it? This will hurt.
He's at the cricket pitch. He's standing about where the wicky would stand for a
kick underway. Looks pretty good. Oh, touched on the line, was it? Umpire says no, it wasn't. Callum Tonkin completes his game.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
So telling goal there, 4 goals, 5-29. Mudlarks playing the Bays, 2 goals, 2-14 on the FPA scoreboard. So that one hurt.
Schiller's liked it.
He did. Ball back in the middle now. Rucks go at it. Callum Tonkin gets the tap. Kennedy now for the Mudlarks. Handball out there wide, looking for Harrison Cock. Gets it to that player. Tapped over there. Lovely work. That was by Kelly. Tackled! Shillabeer holding the ball. Oh, that's hot.
Schiller's like that too. Yeah, here he goes. Can't get it in quick enough to his forwards. And we got Butcher down there at the front of the pack. He can't complete the mark. It's a pack of players. It's come out there through Corey Gamble. He feeds it off to a teammate. And back to Schiller's. He fumbles the mark. Dishes off a little grubber hand pass to Ben Kennedy. Ben Kennedy ran on that weapon left foot. And he's found Spinks about 30 metres in front of goal. Spinks takes a mark. It's Jake Spinks. And he'll turn around and line up for a shot at goal.
Yeah, I would say this will be the last shot on goal before that siren goes. And it's been a tight, tough football. The Mudlarks, though, have had more of it and deserve a lead.
Jeez, he's gone back a fair way to kick it too.
He's gone back. Yeah, well, he's going to be kicking from about 45, I'd say. So, it's a hell of a run-up. The kick by Spinks. On the way, Mongrel punt just tugs it once again to that left side. So, and out of bounds on the full. That was a Barry Crocker. So 4 goals, 5-29 plays, 2 goals, 2-14. It's a 15-point ball game lead to the Mudlarks. Macrina kicks it out now, on the boundary line, looking for Tyler Baldock. Finds that player in the pack. Lovely hands. This guy can play footy.
Mr. Reliable. Wheels around onto his left, sends it down to the centre wing, better than position for Encounter Bay. Comes off hands. It's with a Myponga player who's roved the crumb, went to ground, is wrapped up by Jaden Christophers and umpire Toby Medlin to throw it up. There can't be many seconds left in this quarter. So Luke Whitford works under the ball, gets it right down to rove best by Cohen Pettit for who must be close to its 10th disposal for the quarter. And there's the siren.
Yes, to end the quarter. So it's almost 29 minutes gone in that quarter, and it was a quarter that the Mudlarks would be absolutely.
Look at Schiller's coming off here. Look at Schiller Bear coming off. He's a man with a mission.
What's he doing?
Right in the centre screen here. Yeah. Look at him sucking in the big ones. But
he's a big man, isn't he?
He's a big unit. He has come off because he's also the coach. He's the playing coach of this Myponga unit. Mm-hmm. He's ably assisted there by Justin Richardson in the blue baseball cap with the puffer jacket on. Richo. I'm not sure who the other bloke is with the is that the manager?
This Richo with the light blue on and
the dark blue, sort of red-headed bloke.
Oh, we're just taking wild punts now, Chris.
I thought you knew them all. First name basis.
Well, we claim to know a lot of things.
But anyway, Shillers is in with the Brains Trust, the Myponga Brains Trust.
What do you think they're having a chat about?
Oh, well, they got the whiteboard again.
The whiteboard, the magic whiteboard.
Is it where they're all sitting around the Bone Marine tonight or not? Or?
Yes, well look, that was an entertaining game of footy, and I think the Bays, early on, they got a couple of goals there, and particularly after that Ben Davis goal, they would have thought, we're around the mark here, but now pressure is right on them on the scoreboard. They got done by 15 points in that quarter. They've got to capitalise on this breeze. They need a bit of composure, young side, use the ball well, kick it to a uncontested possession, use the ball more, possession.
Kick it, Shillerbeer.
Well, I'm
also sub-rule 1.
Sub-rule for the Mudlarks.
And he's on the board with a goal for that quarter.
Yes.
They're all singles. Shillerbeer, O'Hanlon, Ben Kennedy and Jaden Hines.
And for the Bays?
Only 2, Tyson Neal and that very clever athletic off the back of the heel job by Ben Davis.
Yes. It's going to be interesting. We're going to find out a bit more about this game very, very shortly. This is the Great Southern Footy League live on the radio, 90.1 FM, streaming on YouTube at happyfm.org.au.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
A bit of a public announcement here. We've got, as you might be aware, the match of the round is brought to you by Happy FM through the many local sponsors who make this live streaming and radio broadcast possible. Happy FM celebrated its 30th birthday this year and recently has undergone a major upgrading program. As part of this major upgrade, Happy FM is selling a block of land adjacent to Happy FM's headquarters in Victor Harbour. The land is located at 31 Lindsay Street, right in the heart of Victor Harbour, and is an incredible opportunity to build a residential home, business or commercial premise. If you're interested in this prime piece of land, contact Paul Price from Harcourt South Coast on 0438 132 865.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Hoping to just peg back that lead a little bit. It's not a massive lead, but it is enough. There was a bit of a change there on the board. I thought it was 15 points, but it looks like it's a 16-point lead to the Mudlarks. And just on the stats here, thanks to match day data, isn't this fantastic? We've got this time in possession was 60-40, now it's 55-45. So the Bays just crept back a bit in there. And inside 50s, 11 to the Mudlarks, 7 to Encounter Bay. They're hoping to even up that ledger very shortly.
Well, the wind, you spoke of the wind, it's a blustery sort of wind. So whilst you'd rather have it than not have it, if you look at the umpires' shirts fluttering in the breeze there, it's definitely going down to this this southern end, but it's swirling. So it's you wouldn't say, oh well, it's a 3-goal breeze, for instance, but you'd rather be kicking with it behind your back than kicking into it, trying to bring it out and repel out of defence.
Yep. So here we are, about to get things underway. Just a note on the umpires. They're having a chat to Brett Nottage there at halftime in the halftime hub. He said there's 2 umpires out there, both Josh's, and they have the green whistle. Green whistle, the umpire's whistles are green.
I thought that's what the ambos have.
That's what Brett Nottage said. He says the only place for it is in the back of an ambulance. True story. Yeah. Here they go, the ball in up by Toby Madeline says, thank you very much, gentlemen. This is the second quarter of the semi-final, the knockout semi-final. Callum Tonkin gets a decisive tap. Pettit gets first use of the ball for the Bays, but he's wrapped up by a couple of Myponga Mudlarks. Another ball up.
Yeah, Pettit had a definite impact in that first quarter. So bit of a dead heat on the ruck jewel, but Whitford grabs it off the ground and bangs it on his boot, gets it down to the forward flank, club outside of the ground. Players are jumping all over it, trying to get possession and feed it out to a teammate. Umpire says that's going nowhere, and umpire Medlin says I'll ball it up.
Up they go, the big boys. Callum Tonkin, a little bit of a half tap there. Kennedy trying to go work his way there. Wilkins bangs one out in a hurry. Leading for it there is Sampson. Got wrapped in a tackle by Christophers, and it's going to be a ball up towards the left forward flank there for the Mudlarks. Tapped out by Shillabeer.
Shillabeer, yeah, got his hand on it first, did the ruck duties that time. It's now come out to the centre half back position for Encounter Bay. They got the flow of play until Kempster says, I'll have something to say about this. Picks it up off the ground, nice little pick up, sends it down to the 50-metre line on the scoreboard side of the ground, and that beats that player out across the boundary line, and last possession free to Encounter Bay.
So the Bays now sharing the ball in the back lines. Gamble now for the Bays. It's got the pink boots there. That's interesting. Oh, Tate Walker. Play on's a call. He's got the ball. Dodges a couple. Gets a handball. Back to fight. Oh, crikey. Lippert. He's in trouble. Gets a handball away now. Sharing the ball. Back to Lippert. Bangs it onto the boot. Bounces. Which way will it turn? The Mudlarks trying in there hard. Horrocks got his head taken off. Taking a free kick.
Yeah, too high on Eli Horrocks. He wheels around. Wants to play on straight away. He's been called back to kick over the mark by the umpire. Encounter Bay definitely had the run-on advantage there in terms of numbers of personnel streaming back to the full forward square. So now he goes short into the pocket. And a bit of a worm burner, mark couldn't be completed, grabbed by Kempster. Kempster handballs across to his teammate Brad Clark. Now it's with Sampson. We're in the back pocket for Myponga, under a bit of pressure from the Encounter Bay players, but they get a kick out. It's now with Fife for Encounter Bay, sends it back down the line. There's no one home for Encounter Bay.
So taking their last possession free kick, Ryan Kelly for the Mudlarks. Looks around, which way is he going to go with this one? He'd be going down the line. swirly breeze. That breeze has picked up a bit.
And interestingly, not as much encouragement or support from the Kangaroos players.
Giving up the ball. That was
From
must
that
have been
white ute.
touched. There's going to be boundary throwing. So, boundary throwing towards the Encounter Bay forward line. Tapped out of there by Bulldog. Wilkins now. Oh, took on a couple of them and got away with it. Lovely work, Mitch Wilkins. Kick there, looking for his teammate. The Mudlarks in there going hard. Sampson gets a handball out. There he is again, Wilkins. Cooper for the Mudlarks, looking for a forward tackle. Just pushed out of it. There was Spinks. He did a great job. No, free kick, fair enough. Push him in the back. So, oh, what a bit of descent there. Going to be giving him an extra 25 for his troubles.
Yeah, umpire Medlin, right, Johnny on the spot there, and a bit of lippage. So 25 awarded, and kicked up to the centre wing position, right in front of the club rooms. Beautiful mark.
Great grab. He's playing well.
Mr. Reliable. Swings around onto his left, sends it up to the centre forward line, looking for, and didn't quite find Davis. And at the back of the pack is Sam Kennedy, drums it well. And now we've got Ben Kennedy streaming through the centre of the ground over to Shillabeer, takes a licensal mark in front of his eyes, gives a 1-2 back to Ben Kennedy. Ben Kennedy up to the top of the square, and a good chop-off mark taken by Encounter Bay.
They lead it out there, trying to get it out of the defensive zone. Off hands it goes. Mudlarks now. What have they got in store? Handball. Wilkins shares it around. Kennedy. Oh, lovely little sidestep. Bangs it in there. Left foot. Who have they got up there? Johnny Butcher tries his heart out. Oh, Hanlon bangs it onto his left foot. Misses. Through for the minor score. So on the FPA scoreboard, 4 goals, 6, 30 plays. Encounter Bay, 2 goals, 1, 13.
How's Benny Kennedy? Sells the dipsy doodle out there.
He is playing
And
very,
then
very
through the
well.
front door, over to his teammate.
He's
But
quality.
just couldn't get it through the big white sticks. Or not the correct ones anyway. So Encounter Bay bring it back in. They play on from the full-back position.
There he is again.
Clubhouse side of the ground. Ben Kennedy takes one in front of his eyes, uncontested. And a bit far out to score, even with his left foot.
Up they go, pack forms, off hands it goes, front and centre. Encounter Bay win this one. Tyler Baldock, where is he? Off hands, Luke Whitford, hands and knees, trying to get it out to his teammate. So is Cooper. They go in hard. Horrocks lays the tackle. Umpire says, thank you very much, gentlemen. I'll have this one. Ball up right in front of the club rooms here at the beautiful Yankalilla Oval. Josh Clayton going to ball this one up. They go up. Luke Whitford uncontested, but that ball just bounces away from him. Oh, look at Mitch Wilkins goes. Dodges, weaves, can't get out of there though. He goes in for a second effort. Whitford. Oh, he's called for a throw, is he? Umpire says, no, that was a ball up. Probably blew the whistle a little early. Got that green whistle up. That's what happens with those green whistles.
So ball gets thrown up. Tonkin for the Bays wins the tap down. It's hit the deck. Picked up by Lippert. Lippert had a bit too much enthusiastic tackle attention paid to him, and he gets a free kick. He comes out on the clubhouse side of the ground and finds his teammate in Horrocks. Horrocks wants some options, signalling to his teammates, give me something, boys. Give us a lead, so he is able to play on due to a good shepherd by his teammate. He gets it down to the 50-metre mark, and Tonkins rides it off the back of the pack, streams into the open goal! Bang!
Great goal! Callum Tonkin.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Chris.
It's a fantastic setting, very picturesque oval. That scoreboard's awesome, electronic scoreboard, and it's on wheels. It's not permanently there.
We could take it home tonight, watch it on the big screen.
Might be some complaints from the Yankalilla committee, but anyway, ball thrown up in the centre of the ground, and Callum Tonkin, just fresh off kicking that 6-pointer, wins the tap. The ball spills out, still in the centre of the ground, and there's a free being found. It's going the way of Ben Davis. Ben Davis Comes down, gets her inside 50, well inside 50, but there's
home.
no one home except Kennedy brother in Sam.
Yeah, the nude nut of Sam Kennedy. He's got the Buddhist look out there, kicks it down the line, looking for Spinks, can't find that player. And it's been tapped over the boundary line.
Well, you say he's got the Buddhist look.
Yeah, the Buddhist.
The Myponga Sellicks players,
Yes.
well, they're down sort of by that way, aren't they?
They are, the
By
big
that-
Buddhist statue.
Yeah. He's been inspired by that.
I think so. Ball up now. Luke Whitford leads for it. Encounter Bay. What have they got? Lovely hands. Bradford drives it into the forward goal square. Tapped over the back and it's rushed through for a point. So 3 goals to Encounter Bay. They trail the Mudlarks 4 goals 6. So a bit of a spurt here by the Bays. They've locked it into their forward 50. And the Mudlarks are under pressure. Early in this second quarter. Kick out by Kennedy.
Gee,
Luke
got some
Whitford,
distance.
lovely hands. He's got that one. Thought about the handball, rushing back at the players. Stop-start footy here by the Mudlarks. They want to drive it out. Centre wing position. Pack forms. Oh, Shillabeer tried his best. Tackled there. Hines lays the tackle on Christopher's. Ball up.
Yeah, nearly a falcon on Shillabeer. Never seen that before.
Yeah.
It was a mixture between almost a falcon or a nipple stinger.
Yeah. Nipple stinger.
He wasn't able to reel it in. Anyway, he does the ruck work and gives a fair contest against Tonkin as well. Balls hit the deck.
You don't want a nipple stinger on a cold day like this, do you?
Not with the rain.
No.
And not if you have to do, if you're wearing one of those old woolen jumpers, where you've got to do a lot of running and the chafing starts coming into it. Anyway, Ben Kennedy roves it brilliantly, wheels around onto his left, spears in a beautiful pass to centre half forward, but it's intercepted by McCreena.
Off there now, Andy Fife handball intercepted though. They've got the run of the play. Hamish Tonkin gets a mungle punt. Oh, Eli Tonkin lucks a fortune. Here goes Pettit. Thought about the kick. Dodges, weaves. Little pass over there to this man in Clark. Griffin Clark. Long kick into a dangerous spot for the Bays. What have they got up there? Oh, lovely mark. There he is. Tyson Neal. Ho-ho. The Bays are on fire here in the second quarter. They're coming back. 4 goals, 6, 30 plays, 3 goals, 2, 20, and this should be a goal to the Bays.
He's already got one.
Yep.
He's already got one of their 3. So what can he do with this? They need it.
The kick underway. He's got it. No problems there. The Bays.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
That old chestnut.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the rain clouds are blown away, and it's turning out to be quite a pleasant
Yeah,
day.
beautiful day. Umpire Medlin balls it up. Callum Tonkin gets the tap. Luke Whitford does the roving. Wilkins gets the clearance. Up they go into the forward 50. The Mudlarks off hands front and centre. Look at that. Here he goes. Levi Proud over to Shillabeer. Smothered off the boot. They're battling hard. The Bays. Umpires pulled out a free kick. Gone away the Bays. And going to be taken by Hamish Tonkin.
So kick, a bit of a wobbler, intercepted by Kempster for Myponga. We're at centre wing, clubhouse side of the ground, and timely intercept by Kempster. He wobbles one back to where it came from, but Shillabeer's up to it, takes it on the chest, wheels around, loads up from about 50. Distance not a problem,
How's
but
the wind?
accuracy, not on target.
The
for
wind
Shillabeer.
just took that one. Blew it straight off
even,
course.
even though it was a nice straight kick with plenty of drop punt rotation. So Kieran Garrett goes a little bit dangerous, but spears a little pass out to about the 25-30 metre mark, directly in front of goal. That player takes a mark and plays it up to the centre wing by foot. And Baldock's involved with Kennedy there. Baldock's standing the mark. Don't know why he'd be doing that, but Kennedy gets the free kick onto his favoured left. Sends it down into the pocket looking for Butcher. Butcher in the marking contest, but couldn't complete the mark. There's an Encounter Bay player at the front of the pack. He was held when he didn't have it. He's had advantage paid, plays on. and umpire bringing it back. Yeah, umpire. Oh no,
Play on.
Play on now.
Ogilvy's got it over to Sam Kennedy. The Buddhist kicks it along there, looking for lovely pass. Have a look at that to his brother. Over there to Kempster now. Kempster, lovely looking pass to Shillaby. 2 hands on it, can't complete the mark. Handball over to Wilkins. He can get out of a phone books. Oh, lovely kick towards goal. Shot by Johnny Blue. Goal of the day. What a ripper.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Good stuff. What a game of footy we've got here. And 5 goals, 7, 37 Mudlarks. They lead the Encounter Bay Eagles 4 goals, 2, 26.
Back in the centre, Tonkin won the tap, had to bend down, pick it up himself, tries to handball it out, but his opposing ruckman and Whitford for Myponga grabs hold of it, feeds it out to a teammate, is able to send it down to the 50-metre mark, and a really strong mark taken by, I think that's Mays. Mays says something he likes further in board, and sends it over to Ryan Kelly, who's pulled one in at full stretch. He quickly finds a lead over towards the other side of the ground. That player wasn't able to take the mark. The Encounter Bay players piling on the pressure, and the ball's hit the deck. Players from both team sides fighting for it. Spinks has got it. He's bundled up by an opposing Encounter Bay defender, and we'll have a ball up.
Ball up about 35 metres out from the Mudlarks goal. Johnny Butcher versus Callum Tonkin. Tonkin wins that one, kicked out of there by the Mudlarks, so they get the clearance. Bouncing ball. In they go, Macrina there, tackled hard. Was Sampson got his head put into the ground, and just, I don't know who kicked that one, but it's in for a point. So just a snap towards goal. Another point goes on the board for the Mudlarks.
Garrett bringing it in for Encounter Bay. Goes club outside of the ground, plays on out of the square, gets some good distance, gets it up right on the flank position. Road pass by Ben Kennedy, wheels around onto the left, spears a pass into the pocket looking for Butcher, chopped off by Encounter Bay player for a timely contested mark in defence.
Is that Willoughby? I'm taking a wild guess. Kick out there, short pass to Macrina. Macrina now doesn't muck around. Another short pass. Griffin Clark has yorked himself, trying to get in there. Horrocks over to Crispin. Taps it forward, battling in against Hines for the Mudlarks. Players left, right and centre. Kelly now playing well for the Mudlarks. Hines snaps one around the corner, looking for and finding Shillaby for the Mudlarks. So the Shillaby factor certainly is coming into the fore here. Looking to be a very dangerous player.
Well, he can kick multiple in any given situation.
Very dangerous player.
I mean, he's kicked so far this season. He's up around the 87, I think, 87 goals. Well, he'd be 88, given that last one he just kicked.
Shillaby now, kick underway. Looks pretty good. He likes it. The goal umpire likes it. It's through.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
We got 22, 18 point ball game.
17 and a half minutes gone into this quarter. The second quarter of the semi-final. This knockout semi-final. The winner goes into the prelim. It's a do or die battle out here at Yankalilla. Rucks go at it. No one can get ascendancy there. Taken out there by Lippert. Gets a left foot in there. Bouncing ball in the forward 50. Kempster gets clean bowled by. Here he goes, Sam Kennedy. Kicked along the boundary line. Finding that man who's had plenty of it. Playing well today, Ryan Kelly. Weighs his options up. The right foot of Kelly. Up there looking for Shillaby off hands. Tapped over the boundary line. Going to be a boundary throw in.
Yeah, on that far side of the ground, scoreboard side of the ground.
Shillaby is saying, didn't kick it right there, fellas. He's put his hands up going, I want it up. Dish it up to me.
Yeah, that's how he likes it. So he can mark it, hands outstretched. So the ball's hit the deck. Mr. Reliable, bowled up for Encounter Bay. Big, long, sweeping hand pass. Gets about 15 metres advantage. Bradford able to be the recipient of that. It's now down with Pepper. Pepper's inside the 25. He's got 2 to beat. Myponga player is the benefit of that. It's going out towards the boundary line. Seen over the boundary line by Lockie Costello.
Yeah, if the Bays have got a chance today, we want to see Corin Pepper step up. The big boy needs to assert his physical presence. He's going to go on the ruck against Luke Whitford. Tapped out their third man on the ruck was Kelly. Bays get wrapped up in a tackle. Oh,
too high.
Too high.
Yep, too high.
So, here we go. Free kick going to be taken there by the Bays. And that is, we've got Lockie Costello.
Yep. Now, he could goal this.
It's tough from this pocket. There's that breeze that's going from right to left. And he's got to take that right goalpost. Chances are he's going to kick to the left of screen because it is tough from that pocket. Let's see what he can do with it.
Flags fluttering behind him.
Kick underway, looks pretty good. It's through the goals. Great goal to the Bays.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Good option for him to be able to go to in the ruck.
And mixing it up a bit, that's what we like to see.
Yeah, but the downside is Callum Tonkin, one of the best in the league. So umpire throws it up, Tonkin wins the tap. Road best by Pettit. Pettit down to Lippert. Lippert by left foot. Oh, gets some distance on that.
Gee.
Gets it down to the 25. Oh. And the first to it from Myponga is the man inspired potentially by the Shaolin monks of Sellicks. We've got to get that confirmed. He sends it by right foot back up towards the centre wing position and picks out that man, Butcher. Cleverly sees out the corner of his eye a player and Cock running past. Over now with Ben Kennedy. Ben Kennedy by foot down to the forward position. And chop off mark taken by Encounter Bay.
I think that was Gamble. Kick out there to Benny Davis. The blue boots of Davis kicks it out wide, looking for Hamish Tonkin. Just settles the ship, kicks it out, looking for Tyson Neal, and there's been a free kick. Whoa! How do you like that? Push out. Cooper's going, hang on. What's the story there? Medlin says, settle the calm the farm, fellas.
Medlin says, I've got 25 and I can use it. Anyway, it's down to the 50 for Encounter Bay. Great leap by Eli
pushing the back.
And
Too high, pushing the back.
He's got the umpires protecting the man there, and he gets the benefit of a free kick. Wheels around, mongrel kick, grabber of a kick, off foot from that man, inspired by potentially the Shaolin monks, Kennedy, and it's going to be
last possession.
Last possession because it came off his foot. Yep.
Yeah, he just booted it over the boundary line, so it was a.
And we've got James Bradford, the beneficiary, on a mongrel of an angle. On the clubroom side of the ground.
Jeez, that's going to be tough.
He's got angle, distance won't bother him because he'll probably connect it. Yeah, spectators.
You've got people there trying to feed babies. You've got kids on the boundary line. Distractions galore. Check side. Shocker. Across the ground it goes and out of bounds on the full. Could have done more with that.
I know, yes, in the end. Absolute shocker.
Anti-climax.
Not what the fans wanted, but tough conditions.
Tough conditions. That one's gone up towards the entrance to the golf club.
We've got Schillers. Schillers is waiting for it. He's going to start gesticulating at the member of the public bringing it. Come on, quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over his head.
He wouldn't be happy with that.
No.
Doesn't take much to get him angry too.
No, and he's a very good communicator with his face and his hands.
Very expressive footballer. That's
Yeah.
what we like about him.
Leaves him no doubt what he's thinking. There he goes, pointing down the way. Yeah, come on, well, where do you want me to stand then? Where am I kicking it over?
Shillabere from the back lines, long down the boundary line. Butcher, there he is, Big Johnny Butcher. The bucket hands of Butcher over to Kennedy, playing a blinder today, left foot. There's Harrison Cock. Nice lead, couldn't take the mark. There's Crab, the blue swimmer, left and right. Lovely pass there over to his teammate. That was Tyson Neal, I think, gets a kick up there. Pepper, one hand on it. The Bays almost caught out of there. Holding the ball. Wowee. Big call right there on the boundary, on the 25 metre.
25!
And a 25, thank you. Lockie Costello says thank you, it's my birthday. And he's going to blast this one through. The Bays get one back. A big goal.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
So, 6-point ball game.
Game on here at Yankalilla Park. A great contest. Umpire Medlin's going to ball this one up. We've gone into time on. 24 minutes gone in this quarter. Tap out there. Johnny Butcher bashes one forward and they go hard. The Mudlarks trying to get it out. Eli Horrocks is there. Kempster. Handball under pressure. They go left and right.
Shillers.
Wilkins gets
Got one in
a
the back.
handball. Yeah, free kick.
Shillers has got one in the back. And umpire Medlin's all over that. Shillers goes out the scoreboard side of the ground, just western centre wing. And he's found Mr. Reliable for Myponga in Ogilvie. Ogilvie sends it down to Mays, who marks it in front of his eyes on the forward flank for Myponga.
Mays, little pass or down the line. It's a shocker. Can't get his players. Looking for Kelly. That's out of bounds. Last possession or just touched. I think it was just touched.
Bit of front seat action for those fans there in front of the black vehicle.
Yeah, we've got Mudlark supporters, aren't they?
Oh, it's hard to
A bit of
tell.
gold.
It could even be Yankalillas.
There you go. Loving the action down here. Off hands it goes. Oh, Wilkins. Mitch Wilkins tried to get it out of there. Umpire's called there's a ball up. So, dying moments of this quarter. Johnny Butcher, front position, tapped out of there by Baldock, played well. Oh, Sampson gets a kick on it towards the goals, but has been cut off by the base. That's Hamish Tonkin down there. Short pass is on. Over to Davis.
Davis, hard up in the back pocket. Didn't have much on offer. Went for Lippert. Dangerous pass, but Lippert was up for it on the second bite of the cherry. Pulled it in. And now it goes out to another contest between Kennedy and Myponga. He's actually able to rove it, spin around onto his right foot this time. Ambidextrous. And he's got a goal!
Unbelievable! Right on the...
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Four-season coach's most valuable player recipient. And wasn't he runner-up in the male medal?
Ben Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yes, he was, mate.
Yeah. So that's the quality of the player that we're talking about here. Anyway, Encounter Bay get it out of the ruck jewel, send it down to Bradford. Bradford tried to give the to Ogilvie. Ogilvie we just hung on tight, and the umpire said, well, you can't do that, Jimmy Bradford. Got to get rid of it earlier. So Ogilvie's a recipient of a free kick at the true centre-half back position for Myponga.
Kicks out wide centre wing position. Up they go. Off hands Ryan Kelly. Played well today. Over to Shillabere. Kick along there, trying to find a teammate. Who's he got? Spinks gets a quick handball out. The Bays are in there battling. Last line. Whoa! Tackled tough. And ball's going nowhere. So another ball up. We've gone 8 minutes gone in this quarter. Siren not far away.
So then umpire Netterer, isn't it?
That'll do him. Yeah, Nettie.
So Encounter Bay player whacks it onto the boot out of the ruck jewel down to centre wing, scoreboard side of the ground. Encounter Bay trying to paddle it forward. They're at the centre circle now, and we've got Kempster has wrapped up the Encounter Bay player right at the centre circle, and umpire Netterer throws it up. And Whitford tries to grab it out of the ruck jewel. Myponga
tackle.
Got possession through Sampson. He's tackled by a couple of Bay players, and umpire says we'll have another stoppage throw up. It's 28.5 minutes gone in this quarter. Tonkin for Encounter Bay wins the tap.
Sampson battling in there hard. Wilkins played well, so is this man, Ben Kennedy. Kicking to the forward line. Cut off there by Tonkin on the last line of defence for the Bays. He weighs his options up. Safety first, you would think. Short pass over to Bulldog. Played an absolute ripper today. Plenty of grabs. Left foot of Bulldog goes wide, looking for, is that Tate? Oh, pushed out of it there. Sampson did well. Over to Shillabeer. Shillabeer, handball to no one in particular. Mops it up himself, boots it off the ground, along the boundary line. In there goes Cock. Harrison Cox got tunnelled, and it's going to be a... just lucky to get a free kick there. In the back was Bulldog. So Bulldog relieving pressure here. The Bays, they don't want to go down another goal here. Kick along the bow. Up they go. Oh, nearly Sam Kennedy offhand. The Bays battling hard. Pettit, nice tackle. Got to get ball up, centre of the ground. 12-point ball game. There goes the siren to end the first half. Entertaining footy, and it's been an interesting game at that. Just when you think the Bays are fighting back, in they come, tight and tough again. The Myponga Mudlarks are just repelling every single attack. They seem to have all the answers. They're only 2 goals up. We're in for a great game of footy, Chris.
Still an arm wrestle for mine, and the Bays got within one straight kick that quarter until Ben Kennedy kicked that goal off his right leg. Ambidextrous that player is, and usually favours his left, which is a weapon, registered with the GSFL weapon.
Yes.
But can kick on the other side as well, and prove that by kicking in goal.
And just go through the stats, thanks to match day data, we've got the stats here. Interesting time in possession. Encounter Bay have had more time in possession, 56 as opposed to 44. Intercepts go with Myponga though. They've had more of those pressure acts and have spilled the ball over, I think. So 30 to 22 in favour of the Mudlarks. Interesting. Doesn't
surprise me about the possession. That's the feel of it in that quarter. But well, Bays had the benefit of that. That we talk about that swirly breeze. But we're not nominating like a 2 or 3 goal advantage. We're just saying you'd rather have it at your back than be kicking into it. Yeah. I noticed when Shillabeer kicked out from here late in that, or midway through that second quarter, the ball he can kick it a long way, but the wind just held it up, and it probably took 5-10 metres off the distance.
So interesting third quarter here. The Mudlarks will be kicking with the aid of this slight swirling breeze. They get another couple of goals up here. Could be curtains for the Bays. But we're going to find out. Come out very soon. We've got the halftime hub. Interesting interview with Brett Nottage. 2 whistles, Brett Nottage. Stay tuned. This is the Great Southern Footy League. Live on the radio, 90.1, streaming live on YouTube at happyfm.org.au.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
Today I'm talking to Brett Nottage, an incredible umpire. Brett,
G'day,
welcome along. It's going to be
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Thanks for coming, mate. So tell us, what got you into umpiring?
I actually was a late starter in umpiring, to be honest. I was injured pretty badly playing footy when I was about 20 and gave the game away, just didn't want to know about it. And I probably should have started umpiring then, but about 10 years ago I was asked to help out at Goolwa, do the mini colts. And I actually really loved it, and people were saying that I was okay at it, so I decided to join the panel and start from there.
So it sounds like it was a bit of a surprise. You almost fell into it. You didn't realise it would be enjoyable.
Look, I thought about it a few times. I went, oh, nah, it's not my caper, you know. And really, in hindsight, I probably should have been doing it for the last 35 years.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
But I've only been doing it for the last 10.
So tell us, you got injured at footy. What was that? You're 20-year-old. What happened there?
Yeah, I had an ankle reconstructor when I was 19, and then did an ACL my next game. So at the age of 20. So that was pretty much it. The surgeon said, you know, I can fix it, but chances of you probably getting back on the park are fairly minimal. Yeah. And I wasn't getting paid to play footy. I wasn't that great at it, so I couldn't afford the time off of work or anything like that. So you just decided to give it away.
And who were you playing for?
Kadina. I come from Kadina.
Yeah.
I'm York's boy. Yeah.
And your earliest memory of footy, what was that?
I don't know. Back then we didn't have underage stuff, so you started pretty young. I reckon you started playing footy at 5 or 6. Yeah. You know. Woolen Guernseys that when it rained, you know, you're almost not even strong enough to carry them around. But yeah, it was a great game, and playing in the country was even more important because people knew who you were. You sort of had a bit of a profile in a country town because you played footy.
And your family was all involved with
No, not really. No, my parents had shops and whatever, so they couldn't afford the time to follow me around. I was very lucky that people would come and pick me up and take me to the footy. And I would travel, and then, you know, got into boundary umpiring and stuff like that as you get a bit older. So
and that's how it starts. That's a transition for generally speaking, an umpire would be a young bloke who starts boundary umpiring and then gets into the money. Very much so now. Back then it was just, I don't know, whoever wanted to do it. I finished up playing senior colts and boundary umpiring A grade, you know, for about 3 years or so. Never thought that I would actually go into field umpiring at any stage. I just wanted to play footy. And it was a way of just getting really fit and staying on top of it. But nowadays there's a real transition, can be a real transition for kids to get from, I mean, we start them off as boundary umpires, and then we try and get them into field. A lot of them, unfortunately, go on to play senior footy. So you lose them, you know, and sometimes you lose them forever. Sometimes they may come back, So tell us, have you got a funny story? There's something that's hilarious you've seen out in the football field. You've had a lot of experience.
Oh, yeah. You see, it's amazing. Some of the banter that goes on out in the football field is really funny. You know, some of it gets to you, but some people are just, they're just funny people. And, you know, we talk about it a little bit and laugh about it, but Sammy Basham at Victor, he's a ripper.
Yeah.
Will give you an absolute gobful, you know, at a drop of a hat, but...
for getting it wrong?
Oh yeah, in his opinion, yeah, getting it wrong. But one of our favourite things about Sam is that he'll run out into the field and he might get a handball halfway through the first quarter and he'll yell at you for the rest of the quarter, the ball's flat. Brett, the ball's flat. Lockie, the ball's flat. And you go, can't be flat. No one else is whinging about it, you know. And then he'll take a grab about 50 metres out and he'll sink one from 60. Yeah. And you look at him and goes, the ball flat? He goes, no, it's all good. You know, and you just got to laugh and just smile. Ruckman in particular are pretty funny. Yeah. You know, some of the way they go about it and some of the banter that goes on between Ruckman is pretty funny. I remember at Myponga one day, and I honestly can't remember who the Ruckmen were, but a ruckman had gone down and taken a mark right on the goal line, and the other ruckman was at centre half back, and someone just turned to him and said, "Isn't that your job, you big dumb ruckman?" You know, and I'm just standing there, just looking at him, going, just laughing, just going, "Yeah, you guys are funny." But yeah, a lot of banter out in the field. That's probably the funniest stuff.
And that's what makes it enjoyable, partly.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, well, you get it once you build a rapport with players. You don't necessarily get involved in the banter, although sometimes they will drag you into it, and you know you're quite happy to join the club. But once you get a rapport with players, it makes your umpire life so much easier. Yeah.
Now let's talk about the rules.
Oh,
the rules of football, Australian rules football.
Are they my rules or?
Well, let's talk about Australian rules football as they are.
As they are now?
Yeah, well, yeah, AFL as opposed to Great Southern Footy League. The rules do vary, don't they?
Yes, yeah.
So tell us about those variations.
Well, I suppose to give some people some background, when I was growing up, I used to ref basketball. I refed a lot of basketball, and there were NBA rules and there were international rules of basketball, and the two never met. So at the Olympics we'd play international rules, okay? They were totally different. Football's become a little bit like that. So football used to be Australian rules football. Now everybody knows it as the AFL, okay? We used to have a national committee that would get together every year and go through the rules and change whatever rules they thought. But back then they were hardly changed any rules. There were hardly any rule changes. Now the AFL just make whatever rules up that they want and then they bring it in. And so associations then have the opportunity to sit down and go, okay, as the club delegates, do we want that rule, do we not want that rule? So the AFL do play a lot of rules that want the game to continue really quickly, which we can't do it at club level or at country level.
Right.
Firstly, we don't have the number of umpires to handle it, and secondly, we don't actually think the rules are very good. Yeah. You know, the stand rule, the 666 rule, they're all just they're not great rules for football. They're rules for television, but they're not great rules for football. But the problem is the punters from the sidelines don't understand that we don't play the same rules.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. So what about the out of bounds rule, for example? That's different and it's no deliberate. Can you explain that one for people that still don't understand? People do not understand that rule.
Yeah, okay. So when I was growing up, there was a deliberate rule. Yes. Okay, so if the umpire felt that the umpire felt that you specifically went to the boundary with a possession, they would pay, or even a tap over the boundary, and they would pay deliberate. Yeah. The AFL have turned that into insufficient intent. Is the word that they use. Insufficient intent. The problem with that is it comes down to the umpire's interpretation.
Subjective.
The ball itself is an oval ball. Yeah. Okay, so I've seen people kick the thing 40 metres. It hits the point of the football and goes sideways and goes out, and the umpire's going, "Oh no, that's insufficient intent." Yeah. So luckily, at local level, we don't play that. We play last possession out of bounds. Now, a lot of people say last touch. It's not last touch. It's not basketball. No. It's last possession. Yeah. So it must be a handball or a kick.
A deliberate kick or a handball.
Correct. Yeah. Now, sometimes a kick off the ground we will deem as deliberate. So we will say you've played at the ball to keep it either in front of you or whatever, and we will pay that. Other times, it will hit the foot accidentally. Throw it in.
Yes.
It's
it makes
incidental.
Sense.
Well, we believe so, and I believe the players understand that as well. However, we then do not have a deliberate out of bounds. Okay, so a player in our competition literally can go straight at the boundary line with a punch of the ball off the ground or whatever, throw it in. Yeah. We don't play it. Yeah.
Or walk over the line with the ball.
Correct. Yeah.
But you're not seeing much of that though, are you?
No, because the ball is kept so much more into the centre now because of the rule that we have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
It's a brilliant rule. I wasn't a fan of it when it first came in. I thought, how's this going to work? Yeah. And I think it's one of the best rule changes we've had for a long time.
Opens the game up a bit more, stops the zone defence from setting up and clogging up the game.
Even from a female point of view, female footy, I think it's a great rule because it actually gets the girls to keep the ball through the middle and everyone gets kicked. Yeah,
absolutely. Good stuff. Yeah. So how do you see the game evolving from here?
Oh, who'd know? At AFL level, I fear for the game a little bit. Yeah. I really do. From an umpire point of view, I fear for it because there are so many changes going on constantly. I think 3 or 4, it might be 4 or 5 years ago, we had 9 rule changes in 1 year. That's really difficult for people to stay on top of. Yeah. But I don't believe the rule changes are necessarily for the game of football. They're for TV, they're for anything but the actual game of football. So I fear a little bit for it. Right. Yeah.
Mate, I'd love to talk to you all day. It's been an absolute pleasure.
I can talk all day.
Well, you can.
Yeah. No, it's been great.
Great Southern Football League umpire. This has been the Great Southern Footy League live on the radio 90.1 and streaming on YouTube at happyfm.org.au.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthernsecurity.com.au.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Back to the guys at Yankalilla Oval.
So Costello now with an opportunity to kick a goal. He's a long way out against the breeze, this swirly breeze. Take an unbelievable kick there, outside 50. He looks pretty confident though. Lines this one up, kick underway, pops it up. The wind is going to take that and hold it up. Oh, Whitford leads for it. Been a free kick there, pulled out by against Bradford. Going to be taken by your mate, number 35. Sam Kennedy.
Yes, just a quick note, it's not Shaolin monks, it's the Church of Nanhao Putul Temple.
Harrison Cock tries to mark in there, Wilkins gets tackled over the boundary line. Lovely work by Lippert. Oh, it's called him for holding the ball. Lippert, left foot, pokes one in there looking for a lead. Up they go, oh, Baldock almost. Crispin gets a handball. Lockie Costello, where is he? Battling on the ground for it. Sampson dives in on him. It's going to be a ball up. So in the forward lines there for the Encounter Bay side, and another ball up. So the Bays, wouldn't it be good if they could kick one here? That'd really tighten things up. Ball goes up and down, no one takes in the ruck. Oh, Kennedy just steals it. Thank you, gentlemen. He just goes down centre wing, up they go. Over the back of the pack, Johnny Butcher grabs it. Tackled, ball up. Just on the edge of the square here, towards the Mudlarks attacking end. What are they going to do here, the Mudlarks? They get one here to hurt the Bays. Tonkin gets a tap out. One there by Wilkins. Bouncing ball in the forward 50. Chaos ball. Oh, Spinks wraps him into a tackle there. Gets Christopher's. It's going to be a ball up. It's about 40 metres out. Outside of the Mudlarks goal. By Nettie gets it over there. Tapped out, but Wilkins steals it. Loading the ball. Yeah, just trying to barge his way through. Fair enough. Could have got rid of it. Prior opportunity. Good decision by the umpire.
He's done that a few times today, Mitch Wilkins.
Lip it now with a kick.
Yep, Encounter Bay bring it out. They're on the back flank sort of area. And Mudlarks have got possession through Whitford. Whitford trying to drive it forward. Dishes off to Kennedy. Kennedy wheels around onto the left. Goes inboard to the centre circle. Finds Spinks. Spinks marks comfortably. Finds the other Kennedy brother on the opposite wing. He successfully marks, sends it inside 50. We're well inside 50. We've got Andrew Fife for Encounter Bay. Gets to it first. He's wrapped up in a tackle on the 25 for the Mudlarks, and umpire says no prior opportunity. We'll have a ball up.
Jackson Sampson, great tackle there. Good pressure by the Mudlarks. They've got it here. Got an opportunity. Tapped out by Tonkin. Leading for it now. Mudlarks. There he is. Sampson tried his best. Oh, hanging on. It's going to be a free kick and an opportunity for the Mudlarks. Here at this scoring end, the southern end. And a free kick going to be taken by Sampson. So he's battled hard in the forward lines here. Sampson. That's Jackson Sampson. Those bright fluorescent pink boots. Have a look at those. They're pink on the screen. They look orange out in the ground. They change colour as we speak. They're the chameleon boots. Lining up about 35-40 metres out. He's good enough to kick it. Lovely looking kick. Oh, he's just poked it to the right. Offline through for the minor score. 7 goals, 9-51. They lead Encounter Bay 6 goals, 2-38 with Fierre's 4 goals.
So the Bays to bring it in. That's through Garrett. And he plays on out of the fullback square. Gets some half decent distance. Gets it just on the halfback flank. And Callum Tonkin, the big ruckman, athletic ruckman for Encounter Bay, takes a strong grab. Players streaming down now. And Tonkin goes for distance. Gets it. There's a pack of players flying. Couple flying for it. One of them was Horrocks for Encounter Bay. Umpires picked out a free kick because someone used Cooper's shoulders as a little bit of a stepladder type approach.
Cooper now, the man who loves a torpedo. Wouldn't we like to see one now? He's going to do a drop punt. Lovely looking kick towards the forward 50. Johnny Butcher! You got it, you beauty! Big boy Butcher wheels around his right foot. Just bangs a tumble punt into there. Oh, didn't really look. Bays wrapped this one up. Quick series of handballs. Little kick along the line. Over to that man in Willoughby. What's he going to do with this one? He's just going to go safety first, I would say, down the line. That's what he does in front of the coach's box.
Screaming for it here.
Baldy can't take it. There's that man Kennedy, the superstar. 54 for the Mudlarks. Left foot of Kennedy. Up there in the forward 50 looking for Shillabere from behind. Can't take the mark off hands. Handball. Quick series of handballs. Hines kicks it out wide. He's got a player free there. That's O'Hanlon. Thought about playing on. Goes back into Kelly. Ryan Kelly is outside his distance. He reckons he can kick it though. He's going to be kicking outside 50. What do you reckon, Chris?
Well, I think if they get a score out of this, Jaden Hines needs some sort of credit because he was to cool hand Luke, lifted his head, saw that there was a player, O'Hanlon, was a go-to option out wider just to steady things down.
Oh, not a bad kick. On the line, just tapped over, through for the minor score.
That was an awesome attempt at goal.
You could have kicked it a little bit higher, couldn't he? 7 goals, 10.50 to the Mudlarks, plays 6 goals to the Eagles.
Garrett, nominated kick-in man for Encounter Bay, plays on out of the square, comes clubhouse side of the ground, a bit of a mungle punt, goes up and over on the outstretched arms of Fife for Encounter Bay, who pulls in a nice grab in the end. He wheels around, sends a better looking kick up to centre wing, and it was intended for Neil, but he's apparently pushed out the Myponga player in Clark. Clark sends it across the other side of the ground. We're on the 50, defensive 50 for Myponga, and we've got Cooper. What will he do with it? Goes a torp, attempted torp, gets onto it, gets some good distance.
Oh, it's gone to the boost. Sam Kennedy kicks out, lovely pass to Wilkins, dangerous pass, Miller off the boot. In they go, Harrison, Cock, handball, Sampson, left and right, back to Cock. Over there to Wilkins, handball, Spinks, bangs it on his boot in towards offline, over through for the boundary. Last possession free kick going to be taken by the Bays in Kieran.
Well,
Garrett.
Cooper, Torpedo, things happen.
Well, they do, excitement plus.
So Garrett takes his last possession free kick, bit of a mungle wobbler, goes up to the back flank.
Good mark.
Whitford's up for it and takes a mark in front of his eyes, arms outstretched.
Whitford into a dangerous spot. Where's Johnny Butcher? He's at the back, offhand, front centre. Unbelievable attempt there was O'Hanlon off the ground. Just, it's like the old-fashioned drop kick without touching on his hands, Chris.
That ball, the velocity of that ball, nearly snapped the goalpost in half, and the crowd loved it.
Oh, absolute ripper. Hit the post, would have been goal of the day. Kieran Jack now drives it out long, looking for a target out there. Lovely hands by that man, the athlete, Callum Tonkin. Down the boundary line he goes. Who's he got up there? Diving in there was that Christopher? No, that was Tyson Neal over the boundary line. Going to be a boundary throw-in. What? Umpire Medlin said no. Last possession free kick. Geez, he's got the eagle eyes. There's super glued glasses on. Yeah. And Bradley Clark, he's got to get it.
246 sample games, Medlin.
Yeah. So Ben Davis driving in now for the Eagles. Pack forms, wrapped into a tackle. Look at him. He's been everywhere. He's played a blinder. That is Tyler Baldock. Going to be a ball up. Umpire Medlin going to do the duties again. What can they do? The Bays. Oh, Tate Walker steals that one and he goes again. Tyler Baldock dishes one out. Who have they got? The Bays running for it. Davis kicks towards the goals. Up forward. Almost an attempted mark there by Fife, but it's taken there by Sampson in the back lines. Kicks out looking for Cock. Run on play. Mitch Wilkins got handled. Yeah, fair enough. Got tackled there. Grabbed his hand. He's fast, he's lightning quick, and he's a skillful player. Wilkins gets the ball over to his teammate running through Sampson. Back to Sampson. Look at that. It's a double Samsonite over there towards the goals. Great goal to the Mudlarks. Oh, the boys performing well together.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
That's good. But there we go. Telling goal. 7 goals, 11.53 plays, 6 goals, 2.38.
Back in the centre, Tonkin gets the tap again and a slap further forward afield by Encounter Bay. They're at centre half forward just about. It's with Neil. Neil turns around on his right. We've got Brad Clark out there. He recovers on the 50-metre line. Dishes off a nice little hand pass to his teammate. They're right hard up against the boundary line, and that was Eli Horrocks. That's gone over. Clark Griffin that was at centre forward.
Ball up now. Out of side, Luke Whitford just steals it out there. Over to Wilkins, plays well today in the centre of the ground. Trying to get a mark in there with Spinks. Push out being called by the umpires. Going to be taken there by the Bays. Hamish Tonkin, short pass. Got a player free here. Well done, Tate Walker, bit of space, looking for his options. What's he got on offer? Not much movement up there, he just kicks it long into the boundary. Kyron Pepper nearly takes the mark off ends it goes. Kempster now, the Mudlarks, centre of the ground. Oh, it's all bays back here. Hamish Tonkin just end again kicking. Tonkin, pass. What's he got? Oh, lovely hands there. That was Kennedy. Absolutely played a blinder here for the Mudlarks.
Yeah, no doubting why he got the MVP votes. Anyway, he sent it down to a teammate on centre wing who's got it further afield to Spinks, who's taken a mark about 30 plus metres out in the pocket, scoreboard side of the ground on an unfriendly angle, you'd have to say. He had one from a very similar spot earlier in the day.
Yeah.
He's gone inboard, see something he likes inboard, and he's picked off O'Hanlon in the fluoro boots. O'Hanlon obliges by taking it on the chest. And safely marks O'Hanlon.
Got a bit distracted over there. Didn't know
Yeah,
what
someone was yelling out something behind him. I'm not sure what, but it's got his attention. Anyway, he's shaping up like he's going to have a shot. He's still looking around behind.
I think it was there was a half price on the sausage sizzle with the canteen.
Does he want a drink of water, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know, but Shillaby is actually giving big instructions out there. And it's gone down Harrison Cock down towards the pocket.
He was distracted, wasn't he?
And we'll have a last possession free because the ball beat Harrison Cock over the ground. So that's been taken by Christopher. Christopher sends it up for his teammates. So now with Shillabeers recovered it. He's near the boundary line. And back to O'Hanlon. Whacks it into his left boot. Gets it into the forward pocket.
Over the boundary line it goes. The boundary throw in. So dangerous spot here. The Mudlarks are pressing. They've got a lead. They want to just keep surging ahead. This scoring end, the southern end, the right of screen. Umpire throws it in. Big Johnny Butcher from behind, but Callum Tonkin takes it away. Tate Walker now, little short pass. Dangerous, almost chopped off by the Mudlarks. Hines now, over to Wilkins, the skillful Wilkins can't convert, off through for the minor score. 7 goals, 12-54. The Mudlarks, they lead the Bays 6 goals, 2-38 in the FPA scoreboard.
Yeah, scoring goals not easy in that swirly wind. It's proving to be the case for both teams. We've got Hamish Tonkin to bring it in from the full-back position. He plays on out of the square, goes up to almost the 25, sends it down to the back flank.
Oh, there he is.
Kyron Pepper's come down from full forward and taken one in the bread basket. It's a good idea, I reckon. Bring him down, get him involved, get him warmed up. He sends it down to centre wing on the scoreboard side of the ground.
Horrocks trying to battle in for the Bays on the bottom of the pack. Myponga player. And it was Harrison Cock, I think, gets up a bit gingerly. No, that was Ian Hanlon. Ball up now. Whitford gets a tap. Wilkins now. Clearances are winning here by the Mudlarks. That's a decisive factor. Lovely run by Sampson. Oh, has a bounce. Somehow he stays in control of it. Bangs it on his right boot. Butcher, one hand, can't take the mark. He's still in there with a chance. One-on-one tackle. Down they go. And it's going to be a ball up in a dangerous spot for the
There's
Mudlarks.
Johnny Butcher. But he's got his player on the ground with his left hand, and he's put the arm up, old-fashioned style.
Yeah,
Is he out for the count, Umpy?
I'm asking the question, how's that? Down they go, battling in there. Macrina, handball out. The Bays now under pressure, but they get a kick out of there. Outside of the 50. Oh, there he is, the superstar, the Rolls Royce, Ben Kennedy. Little short pass he got on. Shillabeer, free on about 45 metres. Slight angle, good enough to kick it. This great man, 8 goals, 12-60, plays 6 goals, 238. And if they get this one, this will hurt the Bays.
Well, that goes down as uncontested.
Yeah,
Mark. Now, I'm thinking Coach Wade Foggo, not happy, Jan.
Yeah, you want someone on Shillabeer every moment, wouldn't you?
Well, at least making a contest.
Yep. So here we go, kick underway. It's through the goals! It's a goal to Shillabeer! And the Mudlarks.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
And the barrel a bit, the base, the ball thrown up, and Tonkin gets the tap again, but Ben Kennedy roves it, gets it out to Shillabeer by foot, gets it inside 50. Hamish Tonkin recovers best, gets the ball up to the back flank position, and only as far as Luke Whitford from Myponga, who takes a safe mark in front of his eyes. And he plays on to Shillabeer goes for distance, sends a rainmaker to the top of the square, players contest, and balls hit the ground. They're fighting for it, arms and legs going everywhere, and umpire says we'll have a bounce. We're about 6 metres in front of the full forward square for Myponga. Dangerous position here for the base.
Ball up. Oh, Johnny Butcher just says, excuse me, I'm coming through. Pushes Tonkin out. Umpire Medlin right onto that one. It's going to be a free kick to Callum Tonkin. Kicks it out towards the grandstand side. Lovely body work there by Neil. Says out the way, Shillers. I'm taking this one this time, mate. Down the line he goes. Look at the Pepper. Where is Pepper? There he is. Off hands it goes behind the pack. Bumped, tackled, hard footy. Ball up.
How's the bump by Pepper?
That was alright, wasn't it? He's at one.
He didn't need to apply the tackle because that's on Whitford too.
Jeez.
On the rugby.
Getting up gingerly, isn't he? Don't know where he is. Tonkin gets the tap on here. The Bays lead for it. Try to get a clearance. They cry holding the ball, but the Bays getting it stuck out of there. Christophers couldn't get a mark out there. Here go the Mudlarks. Harrison Cock, handball over to a Hanlon. Oh, he's under pressure. He gets a handball back. There he is to leading forward, trying to get it over to Johnny Butcher. Shoves his opponent out. Butcher! Irrepressible! Bags it all about, gets a goal! John Butcher! Wow!
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Slip away from him.
And Luke Whitford very gingerly, if you just zoom into that left there, well, you can't really, you're under...
Yeah, you've got him
on
bottom
his
screen.
haunches.
Yeah, anyway, the ball's back up. Johnny Butcher's back in the centre. He won the tap, but he's infringed, or someone infringed against Horrocks. Oh no, it was Johnny Butcher against Tonkin. So Tonkin from the centre circle gets it down to... Oh, look at that! Gets it down to the centre half forward. Big thumping fist from the Myponga player out with Harrison Cock now. Just worse than centre wing, club room side of the ground. He gets it up to Connor Sampson. Connor Sampson by foot gets it down to the forward flank, looking for Shillabeer. He can't complete the mark. Ogilvy spins around and it's fumbling on the ground now. Ogilvy in the back of one of the Bay players, and it's a hot footy. It's hit the deck.
Too high. And don't the locals love that?
Yeah, free kick to Kieran Garrett from Encounter Bay. And he's got it right on 50.
Pack forms, there's Pepper, off hands it goes. Tyson Neal couldn't get it out of there. It's going to be a boundary throw in right in front of the club rooms. You can smell that sausage sizzle from here. Wonderful ground this, the Yankalilla Football Club, part of the Great Southern Football League. What a picture it is. Ball in, up they go. Oh, short throw in, so the Mudlarks just take advantage there. Kempster kicks it out there looking for Coach Shillabeer. Bouncing ball, he's got a handle on it. Looking for his left foot, just bangs it in there, hooks it back. Oh, lovely. Foresight, off hands it goes. Tackled, and umpire Nettie says thank you very much.
I reckon Schiller's just spotted up a teammate, that was Mays, inboard, so it was the right direction to kick it. Johnny Butcher takes it out of the ruck duel, handballs it to his team's advantage. We've got Spinks with it now. He's tied up by Encounter Bay defender in Tonkin, and ball goes to the ground. Umpire Medlin says, I'll ball it up. So the ruck jewel, Johnny Butcher, didn't get a hand on it. Tonkin did. Spinks roves at best, sends it into the goal square.
Oh, nearly a great goal to Spinks.
And from a kick, he didn't really wind up, but it went a long way. Got plenty of distance.
And that breeze, if he had that breeze, it just died down lately. If he had, that was in a good spot. Could have got a goal quite easily.
Yeah,
kick out from full-back, over to Neil, Tyson Neil, the superstar number 6. Down he goes, looking for his teammate there. And is that Griffin Clark? Yeah, let's say it is. Yep, kick down the line. Looking for a teammate. Off hands it goes. Kennedy, Sam Kennedy, bangs it back from where it came. Hamish Tonkin, it's a bit of end-to-end kicking. Plays on, doesn't muck around with it. Kicks it long. Pepper. Off hands it goes. Oh, Tyler Bulldog smothered off the boot. Hines is in there. Tackled the Budlarks, trying to get it out. It's going to be a ball up. Big Bradley Clark in there for the Myponga Mudlarks. Ball up. Butcher doing well in the ruck. Tapped out of there. Ooh, back to Butcher. Big Johnny Butcher got tackled. Tried to get a half a kick in there. Jaron Crabb got tackled without possession. Got to get a free kick.
Yeah, Crabb didn't have it. Mays applied the tackle. I say Jaron Crabb doesn't muck around. Gets it down to the centre half forward area.
Good mark.
And good intercept. Crabb taken there by James Hutchinson. Hutchinson off to Sam Kennedy. He goes other side of the ground, transfers play to Cooper. Cooper shanks it, and it just stays in the field of play. And the boundary umpire says it has been forced and touched out of bounds. So we'll have a boundary umpire throw in right in front of the crowd down there on the fence.
1 minute gone into time on in this crucial third quarter. Over the back of the top it goes there. Connor Sampson in there fighting hard. It's going to be a ball up again. So the Bays with an enormous task ahead of them now. Ball up right in front of the grandstand or in front of the club rooms. Oh, trying to get it out. The Mudlarks battling in there hard. Tackle. They cry holding the ball. Umpire says no thank you. It's the Mudlarks in front of us. They called for it. Umpire balls it up. No one could get a tap on this. Kicked out of there in a hurry. The Bays. Tyson Neal is in there. So too is Bulldog. Tyson Neal keeps his feet. Oh, it's a free kick going to be taken there by Hutchinson. James Hutchinson for the Mudlarks.
So Mudlarks bringing it out on clubhouse side of the ground. And they've got a mark that's been taken on the 50.
Kelly out there for the Mudlarks. Kicks along. One of the club rooms. Oh, a big leapfrog Kennedy. Lovely work by Fife. Blind turn. Kicks it in there. Forward 50 for them. No one home. But Mudlarks. Green and gold everywhere. Kicked out of there in a hurry. Looking for. Can't find his teammate. Off hands. Kelly does nice work. Spoils. Now Kennedy. Played a blinder. There he is. Kicking for Spinks. Tapped over there by them. That's Encounter Bay player of, who was that? And Willoughby. Bustled over the boundary line. Going to be a boundary throwing.
Willoughby did well in the end. Encounter Bay won't be totally unhappy about the ball going over the boundary line for a throw in. So we've got Tonkin does battle with Kelly. Kelly takes it out of the air, feeds off to Wilkins. Wilkins slaps it onto his right boot, gets it to the top of the goal square for Myponga. Spinks, I reckon it was, spun around, and Kieran Garrett was on top of the ball as it and paddled it over took the prudent approach of paddling it over the goal line for a point.
10 goals, 14-74. The Mudlarks play 6 goals, 2-38.
Garrett sends it out to his teammate in the blue swimmer, Jaron Crabb. He sends it up just short of centre wing, clubhouse side of the ground. Mitch Wilkins has grabbed it. He tries to run off with it, as he's been doing all day today. Got away with it, sends it down to the pocket for Myponga, clubhouse side of the ground. A decent tackle's been applied by the Encounter Bay player, and that was Corey Gamble, and that sees it go over the boundary line for a boundary line throw.
Boundary line throwing right in front of the commentary spot here. Bit of sunshine, lovely to see. There goes Leopard, got tackled high, did he? No, umpire didn't say. Yes, he did. Fair enough. Got the free kick. So Leopard, under pressure they are, the Bays, desperate for a goal. They feel like their season is slipping away. Lippett's kick, the left foot taken there by Luke Whitford. Got a free kick, pushing the back, going to drive his Chargers in there. Looking good here, the Mudlarks. There goes the siren to end the third quarter. And what a quarter it was for the Mudlarks. It's hard to see how they can be denied here. Oh, goal! Unbelievable! I've just taken my eye off the screen. Can you believe it? The Mudlarks come from everywhere.
Have a look at him get around the boys over here.
Cracker.
That's it, Steve, just to the left. Have a look at the excitement of the Myponga players. That opportunity. Look at Shillabir.
What about the man with the white ball?
Shillabir shooing away the supporters. He wants his team so he can get in their ear and give him some instructions.
Oh.
He doesn't want any interference.
Unbelievable. I cannot remember a team that has done that in living memory where they've just said, "I'll forget about this." Luke Whitford said, "I'm not forgetting about anything." He's kicked that from, what's that? That's about 75 metres.
Worse than the forward flank position.
75 metres out, and they said, "Oh, that's it, the siren's gone." Oh, I've walked off, and he's dobbed it, and no one's bothered to take that goal line. And here we go, the Myponga Mudlarks got one.
Dribbles through.
Oh, unbelievable. I am beside myself. So that is 11 goals, 14, 80. 6 goals, 238. The Mudlarks have well and truly got this game sold. It's on ice. They are playing next week. There's no doubt about it. That is the straw that broke the camel's back.
That's the silly, you reckon?
Oh, mate, this game is all over. I mean, that is demoralising. How can they come back from there?
They didn't need that last opportunistic rolling bouncer in.
They've doubled their score, over doubled their score now. The Bays cannot win it, and that is just so disappointing that they had to end it like that. But there's a whole quarter of football to be played out here. This is a Great Southern Footy League. We're going to take a breather, and hopefully you do too. Grab yourself a coldie from the fridge. This is a Great Southern Footy League live on the radio 90.1, streaming on YouTube at happyfm.org.au.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and it's open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Memorial Oval for the last exciting quarter. Let's hope it's going to be exciting. Back to Chris Shaddock and Steve G.
Well, it was very exciting. What a way to end the quarter there, Ian. We saw something, I can't remember ever seeing where a team had just given up. The siren had gone to end the quarter. And Luke Whitford's just gone back and dobbed it. And you brought up an interesting point there too, Chris. What happened with Darren Shillabee?
Well, he immediately, it was an opportunistic score from Myponga's point of view, but he immediately wanted to shield his players from all of the supporters that go out on the oval at three-quarter time to listen to his huddle speech.
What was he saying to the supporters?
No words, more the Sheila Beer non-verbal.
Get out of it.
Get away, like when he's saying, pass the ball to me. And
he's got this
his
one?
teammates have got no uncertainty as to what he's wanting.
Don't you love Aussie rules football? You won't get a better game of country football than this. The Great Southern Footy League and the Myponga Mudlarks are irresistible. They are up by plenty here. Yankalilla Park, they will be playing in the prelim final. Don't worry about that. Ball up. How much by how far? Here they go. Callum Tonkin. Luke Whitford gets the tap out for the green and golds. Oh, this man Wilkins, he's been everywhere today. Kicked out the Shillabeer. Couldn't get a mark on it. Whitford goes in over to Crab. Tackled and a ball up.
Almost on centre half forward flank type position. Double fisted tap by Tonkin. Umpires found a infringement going the way of Whitford. And so he handballs off immediately to Sampson. Sampson on the right boot, streaming through the centre half forward position for Myponga. Butcher can't pull it in at the top of the full forward square. Ball's gone to ground. Garrett's jumped on it for Encounter Bay. Ogilvy from Myponga's jumped on him, and umpire says, let's have a ball up. Probably about 5 metres out from the top of the square.
Johnny Butcher's in the ruck, tapped out by Callum Tonkin. Jaron Crab boots it out of there in a hurry. Nice long kick into the centre of the ground. Look at that! The monk! The Buddhist monk, now known as Sam Kennedy, lovely mark under pressure, takes it on the chest. This guy is a star for the Mudlarks. Kicks it out, looking for a target. He's got Johnny Butcher free, almost takes a mark. Spoiled, kick underway, offline, through for out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, it'd be last possession, going the way of Encounter Bay here. Hard up against the point post, scoreboard side of the ground. So, ball brought back in, we're up to just better than the 50.
There he is again.
All Myponga. Luke Whitford pulls it in two hands. Dishes off a nice little hand pass to Ben Kennedy. Ben Kennedy spins around, sends it on left footer to the top of the square. There's a pack of players. Rove best by Encounter Bay. Sent back to the 50 metre line, only to be chopped off by Kempster for Myponga. And he fancies himself here. He's shaping up to have a shot.
He's got a very short haircut. He could go the Buddhist monk look too. Look at his mate there, number 35 in the background.
Ben Kennedy. Well,
it'd be good if they did it as a team.
My theory is that they're going past the statue of Gun Yin, the 18 metre statue at the temple, and they're inspired by it.
Yeah. Kick outside of 50. That's not a bad looking kick. It's offline though. Oh, at the back. Taken by Ogilvy. Bangs it onto his left foot. It's a goal to the Mudlarks.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Yeah, that's what they've got.
So they've got a 6-day turnaround, but right now they're sitting on a 58-point lead.
Oh, it's big.
The Myponga Sellicks Mudlarks. And wouldn't they be loving that? Nearly a 10-goal deficit here. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot tighter.
Well, it was.
It was
for the first quarter and a half.
Yeah. But it seemed like the Mudlarks had all the answers. Every time the Bays surged, the Mudlarks came back harder, and they've gone back very, very hard now. And they're just cruising for victory here. Luke Whitford up there. Tonkin gets the tap away, tried hard all day. This man has played a blinder. Look at him, number 27. Wilkins can get out of trouble. Spears a pass into Shillabeer. And he's going to be taking a... No, he's going to have to pot shot a goal. Just wheels around his right, too far out to score. Goes and finds someone. Does he? No. Callum Tonkin wraps things up for the Bays. Chip out wide to Hamish Tonkin. Tonkin now long, looking for a target there in Bradford. Bouncing ball's got a bit of time on his side. What's he got up forward? A little hand ball, pass over to Fife. Fife got tackled! Holding the ball. Lovely tackle by Kempster. And that's been the key to the Mudlarks today. Tackling pressure.
Yeah, he's having a last good 20-30 minutes, Kempster. So sees something he likes, but couldn't weight the kick properly, and it's intercepted by Encounter Bay. We're at the centre circle now. Encounter Bay to get the kick away inside 50, and it's only Spinks back there. Spinks, Kane, takes the mop-up defensive mark, uncontested in the end, sends it out to Mitch Wilkins. We're at the back flank position. Wilkins sees something he likes inboard, but that player bounced off his chest. It's back with Spinks, back over to Wilkins, a little bit of 1-2, into the centre circle where it finds Jaden Hines by a handball, gets it over to the other Spinks. Spinks running through the forward flank area, sends it to the top of the square, over the top of the pack, and it's roved at the back of the pack.
Shillamere gets a goal for the Mudlarks.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
Well, those players, fans and supporters that are driving back towards the Sellicks, down the Sellicks Hill area tonight, might just be looking over to the left, giving a little nod to the 18-metre statue.
Indeed. Lippert now gets a handball pass. Mudlarks, Kelly played well today. In there's Hamish Tonkin, done pretty well. Look at him. Wilkins can operate in a phone box, but this time the phone box has wrapped him up in the form of Willoughby for the Bays, and it's going to be a ball up.
Mitch Wilkins has taken that approach from the very start, first whistle today. Take him on. Sometimes it's paid off, sometimes it hasn't. With Whitford, he gets a hurried kick sort of chopped off by the defensive Encounter Bay players, and we'll have a ball up on the centre half forward position for Mudlarks. No one won the ruck tap. It hits the deck. Crab got after it, paddles it out. As we lip it, the umpire's found a throw, I reckon. Yeah, he reckons one of the Encounter Bay players threw it instead of handballing it. So that's taken by Kelly. Kelly out towards Spinks. It's still inside the 50 arc, but a fair way out. And into this blustery, windy type conditions, Spinks goes to the pocket, tries to find honour a lead. And he's found Hines.
Hines just fell into his lap there, didn't he? I mean, well, the wheels have fallen off the trolley, well and truly for the Bays, and they can only just wonder what could have been for this season. Hines
already kicked one today.
And he's got another. The Hines machine rolls on.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
They've had a good season. A lot of people didn't expect them to make the finals. They got the double chance. They went out in straight sets. They would be disappointed with that. But there's a lot of young players in this side, and there's a lot of upside to them for next year in 2025.
So back in the centre, umpire Medlin about to throw it up. Whitford and Tonkin do battle. Whitford wins the tap with his left hand. The ball's being paddled forward. It's out with Lippert for Encounter Bay. He picks it up, sends it down to the forward flank position for Encounter Bay, but it's intercepted by Kennedy, Sam Kennedy. He sends it back up to centre wing, scoreboard side of the ground. And Myponga has got it down to Mitch Wilkins. He's able to take a mark low down to his feet. And he wants to go back and steady the ship. Sees something short that he likes, and sends it out there to his teammate in Davis. Davis spins around, sends it to the top of the square.
He's stolen it!
Finding Shillamere, who's pinched it.
Yeah.
He was at the back.
Picked his pocket, eh?
And there he goes. He's just telling him, no, it's all right.
He's always got a shot. He's got the flick of the hand. He's always got his arms moving.
Yeah, he's shaking his head now.
Having a conversation.
Bit of a head bobble.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to kick a goal, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah, gets a little blade of grass.
Yeah. So Shillamere will have no trouble slotting this one. You'd back him every day from here. Right in front of the middle of goals. He's only about 20 metres out. Should pop this one through. and this will take them well over the 100 points. Bangs it in there. Goal to Shillabere and the Mudlarks celebrate.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
They last met, these two teams, on the 24th of August, as you said, round 18. And Encounter Bay got over the line in a thriller.
Yes, at the home ground.
But at the Myponga Sellicks home ground, Myponga went down by 5 points on that occasion.
So here we go, ball up in the centre. We've had 10 minutes gone into this last quarter. It's going to be a long quarter for the Bays. Taken away there by Neil. Lippert now for the Encounter Bay. Spinks in there for the Mudlarks. Trying to get out Davis. Handles to Pettit. Pettit snaps it around the corner. Where is Pepper? Shepherds. Through for a goal. The Bays get one back.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
So good on them, the Bays. They're showing that they're still here to play the game out. So back in the centre after that goal from Cohen Pettit, and umpire throws it up, and Tonkin wins the ruck, and ball hits the deck. Fife for Encounter Bay's got it under his arm in the middle of the ground. He's set upon by 3 Myponga players. Ball's going nowhere, and umpire Medlin says, give it to me, another field stoppage throw up. Tonkin wins that one again, and then off hands by Neil to the benefit of Myponga. Sampson from Myponga. I tried to get it off to Spinks. Spinks couldn't catch it and recover. Ball's down now, gone down towards the Corin Pepper area, but Cooper for Myponga's marked safely about 10 metres out from the top of the square. So Cooper elects to go down the scoreboard side of the ground, and he gets it down to the back flank position for Myponga, and Harrison Cock takes a safe mark. He's looking to continue going down that scoreboard side of the ground.
Out of wing, trying to get there was Sam Kennedy. He just touches the ball over the line, going to be a boundary throw in. Just counting the minutes down to this game.
Plenty more to go.
Plenty more to go, and it's a long way there to Tipperary, as they say. Tapped out of there by Hutchinson, gets it over to Kennedy. Kennedy over to Harrison Cock. Harrison Cock, little handball to Sampson. What's he can do with it? Jaron Crabb over to Fife. Fife bangs it on his left foot over there to O'Hanlon. And O'Hanlon for the Mudlarks kicks it to Kennedy, but it's out of bounds on the full, going to be taken by the Bays.
So Encounter Bay, centre wing, scoreboard side, they're come down, they're inside 50, or just on 50, and Pepper's been able to pull one in under heavy attention from the Myponga players, including Cooper. So Pepper measures his kick, goes for distance, gets a bit of height in it, the wind's playing its bit too.
Oh,
Neil rows it at the back of the pack and slots through a goal. That's 2 in a minute. But is it 2?
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
And Sean Hutchinson with the dark blue hat on.
Yeah, they put the whiteboard away, and that's it. No, he's still hanging on to it for security. That's a Richo.
I think it's permanently attached to Richo.
Yeah, he doesn't. He goes to bed with the whiteboard.
He doesn't care how windy it is, what's going on. He's just got that whiteboard next to him.
Yeah. So not much light left in this game. Tap over there. Oh, Harrison Cock just stole that one off the hand of Callum Tompkins. Going to be another ball up.
Yes, Steve Adams about to get the night vision out.
Yeah, the night vision goggles. Up they go. Tapped out by Tonkin once again. Tried hard all day. And it's going to be another ball up. Horrocks has had plenty of the ball too. Played well for the base. The old ball just goes up and down, bounces along the ground. They're just battling in there. No one can get this out. Another ball up. So there we go. It's almost 15 minutes gone this last quarter. Tapped out by Hutchinson. Lovely work. Harrison Cock gets a handball cut off there by Kieran Garrett. Played all right today. Tate Walker now for the bays. Little short pass. Got Pettit. Nice pass. Can they string a goal in here? What can they do? Pettit kicks it long, looking for the big boy. Pepper, where is he? They've got a couple on him. Off hands, over for the boundary, over towards the point line and through for the minor score.
Yeah, Pepper triple teamed on that occasion, so the coaching staff from Myponga will be happy to see that. Sam Kennedy brings it out into the pocket and finds Shillers has come down for a trot. See what the grass is like down at the defensive back pocket end. Shillers sends it across the other side of the ground back to Sam Kennedy, and Sam Kennedy's looks like he's got all the time in the world there. He could have
That's it. When you're a Buddhist monk, you've got time, you've got space.
Nothing hurries them.
Yeah,
that's part of their go. So he sends it by foot down to the back flank. The ball's at the ankles of that player. He couldn't complete the mark. Picked up by Encounter Bay, slapped back to
he's dropped it.
To Shillers, who's in the back pocket, and the ball's rushed through for a behind by Sam Kennedy. Well, I say rushed, inverted commas, not overly rushed.
Escorted.
Yeah, we've given a nice bit of time and tap. Peace, harmony and prosperity.
Yes, Kennedy now kicks it out, looking for Sampson there. Tapped, aerial ping pong, ball bouncing. Where's Horrocks? He's trying to get it out there. Oh, Harrison Cock dives in for it. Banged out of there, the bays. Bradford trying to get a mark, but there he is again. Serenity plus, Serenity now, it's Sam Kennedy.
Well, peace, harmony, prosperity and wealth, that's what that statue of Guan Yin stands for. So it's now out with Brad Clark. Brad Clark sends it up the back flank area, and Spinks Kane has got it. He sends a nice little chip kick up to a teammate who couldn't mark it. That's Kempster. He has had it on the string this last quarter, and he's dealt with in a physical fashion there, sent over the line by Tyson Neal in Counter Bay.
Free kick maybe.
And are they a bit of umpire discussion going on there? Is it to check whether it's a throw-in or on the full? And deemed to be throw-in.
I'm a little bit confused there, but that's okay. He's got the ball and he's going to throw it in. So, outer side. Kelly, 2 hands on it. Oh, lovely work by Jake Spinks. Handball, that's going to be last position free kick. Going to be taken by the bays. Eli Horrocks. Played pretty well today. Going to have a pot shot at goal here. So, about 40 metres out, right on the boundary line. Take a hell of a kick. That fluky sort of breeze is piped up. Left foot into the teeth of the goal. Smashed over the point line for the minor score. 15 goals, 14, 104 plays the Bays, 8 goals, 451 for 52 on the FPA scoreboard. And there he is, Sam Kennedy. A little short pass over to Ogilvie, played well too in defence.
Both ends, he kicked a goal.
He's been everywhere, the everywhere man. That's modern footy though, you're up, you're down. I mean, what Shillerby's down in the back lines, he's defending, he's attacking, up they go. Kelly tries to take the mark. And it's been in there for another boundary throw-in.
Well, on the FPA scoreboard, it's 104 points, plays 52 points. So
that's telling, isn't it? Exactly double.
Massive mountain to climb here for Encounter Bay. Tonkin wins the tap for about the 400th time today. Balls are then sent down by Crab. Well inside 50, we're inside 25. We've got Myponga players trying to push it out to their advantage, take possession. And it's on the boundary line. We've got Encounter Bay just keeping it in, and then we've got a smother by Brad Clark from Myponga, and touched over the line for a boundary line throw in.
So there we are, right in front of the commentary box. Pictures coming alive, courtesy of Steve Adams' incredible camera work. Ball up now on the 50-metre line. Callum Tonkin bashes one, trying to get it out of there. The Bay's leading for it. Here comes Kennedy. Handball out. Harrison Cock, look at him go, streaming down. Kicks it out towards Luke Whitford, but it's going to be wrapped up here by Hamish Tonkin, or will it? Hines comes in for the Mudlarks. Handballs over to Harrison Cock. Harrison Cock back to Kempster. Kempster kicks towards the goals. He's got it. A goal to the Mudlarks.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Ready to go.
The umpire's saying, come on,
Fellas,
we've got a game to finish off here, boys.
Yeah, I think they're bored. 20 minutes gone in this last quarter. Luke Whitford, no. Callum Tonkin just smashes it forward for the Bays. Tate Walker tries it on, but he can't because Spinks is in the way. A little short chip, and they're running hard. Ben Kennedy, best on ground for mine, kicks it wide. Harrison Cock is the man. He's kicking it wide over to James Hutchinson. Hutchinson now passing it down the line to the advantage of O'Hanlon. Running back, takes the timely mark, and we'll get a shot on goal here. What's happening there, Chris?
Oh, Shielders has come off.
Yes.
He's having a chat to the fellow coaching staff. Ben Kennedy's having a rest. Well, wouldn't you? Well, wouldn't you? You're 58 points in front.
Played a ripper today. The Magic Man.
Johnny
Kennedy.
Butcher's off. The
Kick on
X-Factor
goal.
machine.
Goes offline through for the minor score near side. Yeah, he's resting players now. Why wouldn't you? Just take it easy there. Having a ball out here, the Mudlark supporters. And Justin Richardson, he's having a laugh. He's put his whiteboard down. I can't believe he's put his whiteboard down.
Neither can I.
Bradford in there.
I don't think he puts it down to have a shower.
He takes it in the shower, takes it into the dunning, but he takes it everywhere. His wife says, for Christ's sake, Justin, leave the whiteboard alone. Ball up now. In they go. Kieran Jarrett tried hard all day, Garrett, and free kick's going to be taken there by Bradford. No, Tyson Hills played pretty well today too.
He's still battling on. He's got three goals to his name, and sends it up to almost centre wing, just inside the square.
Lovely mark.
Great mark taken there by Cooper. I still can remember that screw he's done earlier in the game. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
And so it's with Sampson on the forward flank from Myponga. He's able to send it down towards the 50, probably inside 50, but we've got a mop-up mark taken by Clark. Clark comes out of defence for the Bays. McCreena's marked it nicely in front of his eyes, and he's just worse than centre wing, in clubhouse side of the ground. He sends a drop punt down as far as he can, and we've got Kyron Pepper at the back of the pack. Roves it brilliantly. Kyron Pepper sends a little underground grubber over to Pettit. Pettit sends it over to Bradford. Bradford's centre inboard, and a nice mark taken there by Ben Davis. He's kicked one goal so far today. He'd be looking at least go home with 2 to his name.
So gone a minute into time on here, and Ben Davis, notable goal scorer, should get one here.
Well, he's looking round either side like he's expecting a teammate to run past for a dish off.
Yeah, really.
But like he didn't really want to have the shot, but might as well have a shot, son.
Well, there you go. Not chock full of confidence, but anyway, here he goes. Kick on the way. Yep, he likes it. It's a goal. Goal to the Bays.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Of course, they've got a A big game next week
Hey,
against
Justin
the Patriots.
Richardson, just down on the fence here
Yes.
with the light blue hat.
What's he doing,
He's
mate?
actually moved a metre or two away from his whiteboard.
Yeah, he's left it behind. Ball up in the centre. Here go the Bays, trying to get a late one now. That's Andy Fife. Lovely looking pass. Couldn't find McCreen. Off hands it goes. Battling in there was Cooper. Over the ball. Take Walker trying to wrap up Ogilvie. It's going to be a ball up. 50-metre line. Right in front of the commentary box here.
Well, Schillers has come back on.
He's come back on. He's waving.
Going
Look
down
at
the
that.
back line.
He's still waving directions. Tap down there. Oh, let's call that one. It should be a tap. And it's going to be a ball up though. He'd be happy, wouldn't he? It's good to see Schiller be happy. I hate it when he's angry.
I've never seen him smile.
No.
But I think happy
Sure he
inside.
does. Yeah. Tap down there again by Schiller. Jaron Crab now for Encounter Bay. He can't get it out. And
Crab's done that a lot today. Been able to get to it, but been wrapped up pretty quickly.
he's pulled out a free kick.
Yeah, Cooper has laid an enthusiastic tackle on Eli Horrocks, and Horrocks has
Look
got
at
a
those
free.
tattoos, Chris. Got a bit of work done there, hasn't he?
Not much spare space left. Not much spare real estate on those. I think they call them the full legs.
He's done full legs. He's still got one arm to go. His right arm.
Yeah.
Bit of that. Kick out wide now by the Mudlarks. Over to Sam Kennedy. Oh, taps it forward looking for Clark. Kyron Pepper bangs one on towards the Bay goal, but it's been wrapped up there by Kane Spinks. Handballs over his teammate. Back to Clark. Down the line he goes, looking for, can't find a teammate. Oh, Kelly, how did he do that? Lovely ball control. Tap, kicked out there, finds Jake Spinks. Lovely hands. This guy's got talent. Played well today, as he does everywhere. He always uses the ball well. Very good on the short pass, but this time he's saying, boys, I'm going to kick it long. Down the boundary line he goes. Who's got it up here? Looking for, can't find anyone over the boundary line. Was that last possession free kick? Yes, it was. Going to be taken by Encounter Bay.
Yeah, Mr. Reliable Baldock. And not much time left in this game. Baldock sends it up to Tonkin Hamish, and he spins around, kicks over his mark, and it's got a fair bit on it. Goes over on Whitford's head, and Kyron Pepper's got it at between the 25 and the 50-metre line, and umpire says we'll let a ball up. So I expect Pepper to do the ruck work here against Whitford. He does, pushes Whitford out the way, tries to pull it into the bread basket, not able to. Ball hits the deck, and Encounter Bay player jumps on it there in, well, didn't make out his number. So Pepper back in the ruck, but Baldock comes in and thumps it forward with his right fist, and we're closer to the top of the goals, and there we had, was that Clark?
Oh, they're calling, I think. They're calling it's touched. Look at Kane Spinks say he's tight, Kane Spinks. He doesn't want to give a goal away, but the umpire's going to call this one. Yep. No, he's touched. Yep. A bit of a silent. Oh.
You know, the crowd that have stayed behind, they're not happy with that.
That would have made such a difference in this game.
So it's yeah, like it was the first quarter, but it's not, because it's.
We're just going to have to ask all those people with cars around the ground to put their lights on so we can see what's going on out there. This is dark. Really dark.
27 and a half minutes gone. Lucky the game didn't start any later.
Imagine that. Kick out now. Shillaby, where is he? Oh, lovely intercept mark there, taken by Ben Davis. Davis now. Oh, thought about. Oh, he's sold himself into trouble. Gets a handball up to Fife. Kicks towards the goals. Offline through for the minor score.
How's the balance and recovery of Fife on that occasion to be able to drag that hand pass? It was really low down. He's dragged it in with one hand.
Yeah.
Really high skill level. Unfortunately couldn't finish off with accuracy, but had a scoring shot. Turned a nothing into a scoring shot, which was...
Turned a nothing into something.
Yeah. So here we've got Sam Kennedy with the fully shaven head. Comes out, plays on from full back, gets it up to almost centre wing.
Mark.
Nice mark taken by Whitford. Whitford plays on to Harrison Cock by foot. Right up past centre wing now. That player not able to gather it in. That was Hutchinson.
Baldock got trapped between his own legs there. The ball was trapped in there, tried to get out. He's played well, Baldock, but unfortunately couldn't do enough to get his side over the line. Bays just didn't have enough winners today. Ball bouncing along, kicked out of there by Whitford. Along the line it goes. Sampson with a handball. over there to Kelly. Played well today, looking for, can't find a teammate. The Bays repel this one, handball out. Callum Tonkin just bangs it out of defence. Ball bouncing, which way will it turn? Macrina, handball. Oh, nice work there by Tyson Neal. Handballs back to that man in Baldock, looking for Fife. He's up against that man in Shillabeer, bashes it forward. Oh, he's got time and space, kicks it long, looking for an option. Sampson couldn't take the mark. Lovely hands there by Clark. That's Griffin Clark for the Bays.
So Clark sends it up to a couple of teammates.
Got bashed in the back of the head there.
Yeah, picked out Ben Davis. He took a good overhead mark. And can't be much time left now. 29 3/4 minutes gone.
There's been a lot of goals, I guess.
So we're going to have a 30-minute quarter here. And the Bays send it inboard. The players are looking for options. He goes out to the scoreboard side of the ground. They've got some real estate and run out here if they want to. It's with Willoughby. Willoughby comes back inside the centre square. His kick's a bit misdirected, but Jaron Crabb's there to mop it up. Jaron Crabb bursts through the centre, gets a little hand pass out to Baldock. Baldock has to take a few backward steps. He in turn gets a handball out that's been chopped off by Mays. Now over to Sampson from Myponga. Sampson decides to have a little bounce and then tease his opposition player by holding the candy out. And there's the siren.
It ends the game. A decisive win. It felt like the longest quarter on earth. That would how it would be feeling right now for the Bays. Disappointment for them and jubilation there for the Mudlarks. A very decisive win. They're going to have to lick their wounds and come back bigger and stronger and better, the Bays, next year. 2025 will be looking good for them. They made the finals, they had the double chance, they went out in straight sets, but there's a lot to be proud about this young side. They'll be looking pretty good next year.
Well, there's supporters over the other side of the ground that's heeded your request to turn their headlights on.
Yep.
And
about time.
So because they're bringing out the headlamps for these players pretty soon, so they can congratulate one another on
and I've got to take a note. Richo's got his whiteboard back there. If you can see that, Steve Adams. Richo.
Yeah, well, I knew that wouldn't last.
Why would you not take your whiteboard out there just in case there might have been a late change? At the end of the game, he's got to write some more stuff down.
Well, he's taking it to go and congratulate the opposition players.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting him to, if your theory's right about that being the seating arrangements for the Bay Marie tonight, I'm expecting him to go up to one of them and say, I'm sitting here, next to Schiller's, right near the Chinese section.
It's incredible. I've never seen a man so much in love with his whiteboard. But a great tactical game by the Mudlarks today. They won it all around the ground. And they had all the answers. The Bays in that first half, they surged ahead, but every time the Mudlarks had the answers.
Well, maybe all the answers are still on the whiteboard. That's why he guards it so secretly. But 61-point win to the Mudlarks on the FBA scoreboard, 110 points to 59. Encounter Bay, they started the day off, thought they were having a red-hot go, but just after that first quarter, couldn't bring it home, couldn't match the motor of the Myponga Mudlarks.
Take us through the goal scorers, mate. Who do we get there for the Mudlarks?
Well, Schiller's has gone a 5-pack.
Yep.
An even 5. We've got Ogilvie, normally plays most of the minutes down the back, but he's chimed in for a goal.
Yep.
Kempster, 2 goals. Hines, 2 goals. Jackson Sampson, 1 goal. Jack O'Hanlon, 1 goal. Ben Kennedy, 2 goals. And John Butcher, 1 goal.
There it is. And I like to look. And how good was Ben Kennedy today? For mine, best on ground. I don't know the way you saw it, Chris. Who would you like to?
He certainly had a lot of it and was influential. Shillabeer, 5 goals. Focal point.
Yep.
Certainly
waved his hands around a lot.
Well, he does that. That's part and parcel.
Yep. Mitch Wilkins.
Mitch, what I liked about his game is that he got pinged a few times trying to do fend-offs and escapes.
He got out of them a lot.
He was like Mr. Houdini out there half a dozen times. I couldn't keep count whether he was about 50-50 on they worked or didn't work. But he didn't stop trying them.
Yeah, I loved his game. I'd go maybe those 2 best on ground. Great game of footy for the Mudlarks, and we can't wait for that game next week. And stay tuned, we're going to be talking to Jeff Hutchinson very shortly, post-match interview. This has been the Great Southern Footy League, live on the radio, 90.1 FM, streaming live on YouTube, happyfm.org.au.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
I'm talking today with the president of the Myponga Sellicks Football Club, and that is Jeff Hutchinson. Jeff.
Go on.
Mate, how good was that?
Good win.
Yes.
We haven't beaten the Bays for the year, so
yeah,
doing it this time of the year is really good.
And it was like they're your nemesis. The first game you lost, I think it was round 9 and round 18. That was
correct.
Their home ground, and you would have expected, you guys were hot favourites to win at your home ground.
Yep.
Coming out today, you wanted to send a statement to them, not only just win this game, but also a decisive victory like that really does. You got to think McLaren District's got to be worried now.
What's left of good sides like Encounter Bay through the year have had our measure, and their top end of football is a class. So I'm very happy to get over them and see how we go next week against the Vale. So.
Yeah, and did you go out at quarter time and have a bit of a listen into Shillerbeer's message to the boys?
Very hard to get close to Schiller's, but I'm always out there.
And take us through that moment when Luke Whitford, 75 metres out? At third quarter, the siren's gone, the Bays had given up. Have you ever seen anything like that, where the team's just given up, walked back, and a bloke just said, I'm having a punt, and gets it?
No.
No.
Not from that distance. Like the kick itself probably only went 40 metres.
Yeah.
And like then it end for ended. Yeah.
Bounced through. Incredible.
The Bay boys started chasing it and didn't quite catch it. So yeah, I think it was a really big nail in their coffin, to be honest.
Oh. Well, it felt like the game was already over, and that was just like the straw that broke the camel's back. Interesting game of footy. And your best player today, who would you pick?
Very hard to go past Ben Kennedy again. He's a bit of a Rolls Royce in our league.
Yes.
Lukey Whitford in ruck. I thought he was really good, and like him and Tonks always have a great
battle. Yep. And what about Mitch Wilkins? He was fantastic today.
Mitchy through midfield's been a revelation for us. He keeps finding the footy and keeps fending blokes off. And
he gets out of tough situations. He's getting tackled by one or two, doesn't give up, and seems to always be able to get a handle.
Yeah, very good, and probably the biggest thing that we found later in the year with him is he can go forward and jag the odd goal, which he's done.
And it seems like you've got there's flexible options, guys that can go up, forward, back, that you're mixing around a bit.
Yeah, back six are fairly steady.
Yes.
But through midfield and forward, just getting that run.
Yes, indeed. And grand final preparations. Tell us, we're 13 days away. What's your club doing?
We've got a bit on the go.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get the local member of parliament to jump out of a plane anymore. But
yeah,
that seems to.
Leon is out.
I think the insurance side of things really put a big dampener.
That's
on
what
it.
he said to me. 110 kilos.
Yeah.
Oc Health and Safety said, "No, man, you can't do that."
No. No, there's a bit going on. I think we're going to have a little bit of a party tent. There could be a live band playing in that.
Post-match?
Post-match, well, hopefully we're there and celebrating.
Yes.
So post-match could last about 3 days.
Regardless, there will be a band there?
This is through the day.
Yes,
this is through the day.
There's going to be a band?
Yeah.
So what, you can stop watching footy and go in and watch the
There'll
band?
be a party tent.
Unbelievable. Where's the party tent going to be?
It'll be on the west side of the oval.
On the west side? Oh,
behind you guys.
Right, okay, so we just go in there and listen to a bit of music in half time?
Yeah,
Nice. Oh, that's fantastic. Anything else? You got jumpy castles and all sorts of things?
Yeah, I think so. We've got a bit of a
business?
kids area. We have one for the ladies with some cocktails going on in an area. So
really?
Yeah.
How good is this? Ladies dressed up in finery going to be...
Yeah, we only get one every 10 years. So
where's the cocktails, the ladies' cocktails?
That'll be near the netball courts.
Okay.
We've got a Fluorio Milk marquee there that
fantastic.
we'll be hosting that. So
Oh, brilliant stuff. Next week, massive game of football for you guys. Obviously, disappointed that you didn't get the double chance, but really, the form you're in, it kind of suits you now. You've gone on to a bit of a run. You smashed Langhorns. You've smashed Encounter Bay. And next week, massive game against McLaren.
We're sneaking along, and look, we've still got 3 grades that are alive that are all playing next week. And regardless of what happens, we're in a healthy spot, which is really good for our club, and very proud of it. Yeah,
good stuff, mate. Well, we wish you all the best. Can't wait for the game next week. McLaren Districts versus Myponga Sellicks at McLaren's home ground. It's going to be on for young and old. Can't wait. Jeff,
cheers. Thank
congratulations. This has been the Great Southern Footy League live on the radio, 90.1, streaming live on YouTube at happyfm.org.au.